Actually, no. I have to tell this story.
Me and Banks actually got into a fight.
I think it was our only fight ever.
I think I might have said, like, are you scared to lose against me or something?
Oh my God, that would
have done it. Weren't you throwing it out the balcony?
Old candle jars off people's cars and
You're
shit.
crazy,
But
bro.
they were bumped. I went and got a dinner with Drake and my boy Zach and 12 girls.
Today, we are here to celebrate the perfect summer grooming companion to keep you looking cool, even when it's sizzling outside. I'm excited to introduce you to the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra from Manscaped. There's limited quantities available, so if you want this, you gotta act fast. In a sea of options to choose from to perfect your grooming routine, Manscaped undoubtedly shines. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code RUG20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code RUG20 at manscaped.com. The NFL season is finally here, and my partner Underdog Fantasy wants to make it a lot more exciting. With their Pick'em game, you could win money by making sports picks. It's time to turn those takes into cash by going higher or lower on player stats like receiving yards, interceptions, rushing yards, and many more. I love playing Underdog because it definitely does make watching sports a lot more intense and fun, especially with the family. Make entries of all NFL picks, or you can mix and match across your other favorite sport. And you could win up to 325x your money. Underdog is available in 30 plus states, including California, Texas, and it's even in Canada. Here are my official Week 1 NFL picks on Underdog. I'm going with Patrick Mahomes higher than 264.5 passing yards, Derrick Henry higher than 71.5 rushing yards, and Saquon Barkley higher than 79.5 rushing yards. Sign up now and get started using promo code RUG to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and to claim that free pick. Again, that's Underdog Fantasy, promo code RUG. All right, guys, welcome back to All Grown Up, episode 7. As you can see, I am not in my normal environment because I had to travel to LA for this special podcast. I've known this man for the past 13 years of my life.
So insane.
One of my brothers literally has helped me through so much in life. The man, the myth, the legend, FaZe Banks. Yes, dude.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, bro. This is gonna be.
Since when the fuck is this guy your co-host?
I was gonna get into the co-host.
I'm already letting him fly too. I'm sorry.
Hold on. It's okay.
Is this family friendly or what?
No, All Grown Up is uncensored. You're good.
Oh, is it?
Bro, that's the whole point. All Grown Up.
All Grown Up. Wow. And full circle. I still to this day call you Rugrat. Still to this day.
Come on.
And when people turn their heads and they're confused, that's how you know, like, the real ones.
That's the OG right there.
No,
my OG name was Rugrat.
Facts.
So, I mean, you already spoiled the co-host. But listen, a lot of people were asking me about the co-host. Who's going to be the co-host for All Grown Up? And we got the one and only Sketch. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Hey, I'm happy to have you here, bro.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Well, thanks for coming over.
And
I live here now.
Yeah, you do live here.
Yeah. I told him that you were coming by and you gifted him the pen and I see that you took it back. So,
Okay,
I don't know what
I gifted it to him for the night.
okay.
So, Sketch, how was it with the night?
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah?
It helped a lot with
the females?
with closing the deal.
We wanted to get you a gift though in return. Can you grab that?
Wait, actually?
Yeah, we got you something special.
did
Very,
not.
very special. I swear to God.
Dude.
This is an iconic pair of sneakers.
Wait, I can have them?
Yeah.
And they're signed by, this one's signed by Sketch and this one's signed by me.
Wait, just for one night, or can I keep
No,
them?
you can keep
them.
No way,
Yeah.
bro.
There you
Yo,
go.
let's go. What size?
Never sell them. No, they're size 10.
10?
They're
All right,
pretty-
I can
they're
make it fit.
You're gonna wear them?
I wore those for probably 6 months
Bro,
straight.
come on. Or actually, I'm going to put them on display. Like, I'm going to put
6
them in a
months,
case.
Those things look like you've worn them since you fucking, since the day you were born.
Yeah.
Wait, hey, thank you guys.
Yeah,
I
I
appreciate
got
it.
you.
I've seen a lot.
Those are insane. They're insane.
Dude.
Those things are insane.
Hey, how do you feel about being co-host?
Oh, I love it.
Like, you've never been co-host on a podcast before?
No, I usually don't really.
What the fuck is happening, bro?
Oh,
Whoa.
Noah. Wait,
Whoa,
what
hey
are
there.
you doing here, gang?
Undefeated,
I was-
baby.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, how you doing? Chilling?
Amazing.
Noah.
Bro, what
Dude,
are
I'm
you-
sorry, bro. I'm
I was
sorry. I
going
didn't.
up and down the block looking in every damn house to find where you guys are at, bro. Sketch, what are you doing here, bro?
I'm
What are you
just
doing?
staying-
He's
This
taking
is
your
the
job,
casa.
pal.
Dude,
Mi casa es tu
yeah,
casa.
this is his house.
I'm just confused why I'm not in the seat.
Oh,
I thought I was.
you want to swap with Sketch?
Is that cool?
I think it's up to
I
Sketch.
think it feels right?
If you want it, it's yours.
You still get paid your day
Oh,
rate.
shit.
You'll still get paid your day
He's
rate.
taking it, Sketch. I'm sorry, man.
Well, it sounds good.
It was fun
Hey,
while
we
it
love you.
lasted.
That was
Appreciate you. Thank you for the gift.
It was short lived, brother. I'm gonna go through them. Hey, I'm glad to be back.
Bro, hold up. We got Noah back as the co-host. I released the trailer to my podcast and there was no Noah, so everyone was freaking out. They're like, dude,
Yeah,
is
comments
Noah
were going
not
crazy.
co-host? Because he was the co-host
Yeah.
on the first season.
You guys are like peanut butter and jelly now. You guys have been on a ride
6,
for a
7
minute.
years, bro.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
We've
It's
been
crazy.
locked in dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's awesome.
Dude,
been a good ride.
Love to see it.
Yes, guys. So Noah is gonna be the co-host. Thank you
sir.
for coming, bro.
Of course. Thank you guys for
We
having
love
me.
Noah.
But I was already planning on even having Sketch as one of the next guests too. So if you guys missed Sketch as co-host, he'll be another guest.
It's a little foreshadowing.
It'll be a
Listen,
great. It'll
man.
be a great episode.
Banks.
Sketch is the goat.
Come on, bro. This
Tell me.
has been long awaited. I've been wanting to just have like a nice, raw, natural conversation. We're gonna dive deep into like a lot of different stories, personal stories, a lot of things untold. Like I have a
Can't
story,
wait.
bro.
You know
I'm-
me. I'm an open book. That's kind of why I avoid podcasts. I really do.
You go too
I
hard.
avoid podcasts at
give
all
a fuck.
costs, and I really don't do them very often. But for you, I would fucking die for you. So.
I love you, bro. Thank
Got
you,
you, of
thank you.
course.
So
I mean, you guys have known each other for a minute now.
13 years. Yeah, I was
Since
gonna
you were
say.
how old?
14.
Actually insane. And you know something, just to kick off the little nostalgia bit, I was just having this conversation yesterday about you. Who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody about you, and it was crazy. We reminisced on the SOAR days. Oh no, I was at some random party, and some dude was like, I was in SB and Auto and all these fucking teams. and
Shut
I
up,
just started
bro.
bringing it way back. And he's like, I remember when you were Daft Banks and shit, competitive sniping. Like, I'm like, okay,
Supra Banks?
this fool, yeah, Supra Banks. Like, this is a real kid who was there day 0. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
And we brought you up, and I talked about how you literally were like SOAR was FaZe's farm team for like
Yeah.
a good solid year. Like pretty much the only way to graduate into FaZe was to go through SOAR
You
first.
had to be in SOAR to join FaZe.
Kind of,
pretty
right?
much.
You didn't have to, but it was kind of worked out that way because SOAR was just the best team.
Yeah.
And you were the only person in the history of SOAR and FaZe to ever, as soon as you were asked to join, you hit me up and you're like, yo, I just got asked to join FaZe. Like, I haven't responded to Seabass. I just want to let you know first. And like, if you need me, like, I want to, like, I don't know if you,
Yes.
like, and you were like, it was before, Rugrat is the only person in the history ever who ever did that and has done that ever.
Bro, because I was going to say, I don't know if you remember, but my loyalty was with SOAR because I had joined, I was only in SOAR for 3 months before I got asked to join FaZe. And I didn't want to leave SOAR because of you. You know what I mean? Because you were
You're the
one of the
goat.
reasons why I was in SOAR. And then you were also one of the reasons I got asked to join FaZe.
Yeah.
I think you put in a good word for me.
Definitely.
And when I got asked, I was freaking out, but I'm like, dude, I don't want to like leave SOAR. I don't want anyone to get mad
And
at
guys,
me.
it's impossible to like to like describe the way it was like back then. Like, it's impossible for even him to know. He knows us both on such a
Bro.
level.
Yeah,
but like,
facts.
dude, what it was to like be asked to join FaZe back then.
I
like,
cried.
No contracts, no anything. Like, it wasn't even a question. If you played Call of Duty during that time, your dream in life was to join FaZe.
Like
and that's actually how
millions.
it came up in conversation to that kid. We were talking about that and like how crazy the culture was and like what FaZe was as a brand and how it existed in people's heads and in their hearts. And like, I really feel like that was important as far as structurally and like
Yep.
as a foundation to bring FaZe into like the mainstream and have it become this like globally recognized thing. And to
Bro.
bring it full circle, like that's kind of what we're getting back to right now with
Yeah.
FaZe. And I'm fucking excited about it.
Same,
And
bro.
Just that culture and that sense of like, oh my God, this is like some attainable shit. This
Yeah.
is-
It's
this is-
inspiring.
yeah.
I feel
It
like
is.
you guys have ties from way back, and we're the first two people, or not first, but at least like some of the people I gravitate to when I think of like doing things for the first time. You know,
Oh,
what I'm
for
saying?
Yeah.
sure. I mean,
Like you guys are pretty key in that.
And bro, like joining FaZe back then, like you were saying, was so different. All you had to do was change your gamer tag.
yeah.
That's it. And then
That's
you're in
it.
FaZe Clan, they add you to the roster, you change your YouTube name, and you just start
It
grinding.
was so cool, the process.
Bro, there was so
cool.
many times where I thought I was gonna get kicked from FaZe for not hitting a trick shot for like 2 weeks. I was
crazy.
stressing, bro.
I think it's healthy though. It's healthy to like kind of set these standards and everybody kind of holds themselves to this standard. And it's like crazy, like the concept of being able to be kicked out and being able to be recruited.
Yeah.
And one of the things I want FaZe from now on, I want it to be like a unanimous decision one way or the other. I want everybody to be on board with kicking people and removing people or
Bro.
people being added. And me and Jinxie actually just had this conversation about how FaZe is like one of the things that makes FaZe so special and kind of sets it apart from like the AMPs and the beta squads and the sidemen's. Like these are all groups of friends.
Yeah.
And FaZe, while it's a group of friends that are kind of connected by this like common denominator, it's something that's attainable to like a fan, right?
Yeah.
Like as a fan, you're never watching AMP and thinking like, I can join this.
Bro, that's where
Yeah.
I
Or the
started,
sideman, I
actually.
can join this. Like you could maybe get close, you could maybe work with them, you could maybe get to like at absolute peak, like what's a good example?
Maybe
like Ray in AMP. Like
Yeah.
you could be a close associate, friends and family type vibe, but
Yeah.
like you can't be an AMP.
That
which
is
cool.
true.
It's like a cool little like thing to have, whatever. But what makes FaZe like cooler, I think, for somebody watching is like, I could fucking have FaZe in my name. I could live in a house with these guys. I could be right alongside them. And I don't know, it's always been good content too. It's always
Yeah.
been something that everybody's cared about. Like that's kind of how we set this FaZe thing off in the first place, was kicking a bunch of people and like hitting that reset button. And
Bro, how
as low key as FaZe has been, everybody turned their head and had something to say about that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like it speaks to
because before like FaZe came back to what it is now, which we're doing amazing. Like I feel very like proud to be in FaZe again, because there was
too.
a long period of time where, you know, all that stuff happened with the
Long, bro,
employees.
long.
Like just nobody was posting content. Like FaZe just wasn't
not real
FaZe
content
anymore.
at least. No, it wasn't at all, dude. It wasn't
Yeah.
at all. That's why like you go and look at like the socials and shit now. It's fun. Like, bro, I'm coming up with these captions and shit.
You're
I'm in a
killing
group
it,
chat
bro.
with people and like we're all super hyper engaged, and it's all content focused. And it's all about like building around this new group of people, and like everyone's fucking chemistry on off camera is so good, so
Yeah.
genuine. Everyone's great.
I was
Like,
gonna ask, how did you find that group of people? And like, you knew they were the ones to join FaZe: Max, Jason, Silky, Ron, Lacey. Like, how did you know like that five?
well, you know me, like as far as kind of having a scope for like talent and kind of being able to like take a look at somebody and the type of content they make and being able to tell you if they have a good shot to like do it or not. I've always kind of been pretty good at that. And I started to develop these. First of all, I think that the thing about that skill specifically, I think a lot of it you're born with, to be honest. Like I
Yeah,
think it's just
facts.
intuitive. Like you have this like sense for like, okay, this is gonna be big. Like this could go, and you just have that. You can see it from that point of view. But also too, I started to develop real skills for this in SOAR. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just kind of like looking at people and their content on like an analytic level, and like, you know what I mean? Like kind of just like naturally, like but second nature, criticizing and like picking apart people as creators and their content,
Yeah.
whatever. So fast forward 13 years, it's kind of second nature. And as far as like what the vision is for FaZe and just like kind of recapturing that group of friends who kind of the common denominator, obviously right now we're leaning into like streaming.
Yeah,
Gaming is kind of like dead right now. There's no really like hot
Facts.
game, and it's like,
I'm waiting for BO6.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, and we'll always be prepared for that. Another Fortnite comes out, like
new NW2
you
show
know
is
we're
supposed
gonna
to
find that
happen.
Tfue, and you know we're gonna like that's always gonna be some shit that FaZe is on. You know what I'm
True.
saying?
Bro.
But those guys specifically, I don't know. It's just we for a few months. I mean, we've been working on this takeover and this relaunch for like 18 months, painstakingly behind the scenes and borrowing money and making it all make sense. And
Such
like,
a good group of kids, bro.
they're the best, bro. And that's
Dude.
one of those things that I can't take credit for. As far as everything, all the variables that we can control, like, okay, they have this, all these boxes are checked. You can never really prepare for whether someone like has good intentions or not, or is a
Yeah.
good person or not. Like, and we got so incredibly lucky with these kids, man.
I honestly don't want to call it luck. I feel like you said before, like everyone in the space that is in FaZe, I feel like from the ground up at least had that kind of second nature thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That second, like, okay, I can see the potential in this. That's why you guys came together and did such beautiful things. But I kind of wanted to bring it back to like the very beginning again. Like, you know, how did you guys meet and how did everything kind of form from that? Like you not being in the FaZe house, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like
yeah.
how did that kind of
Bro,
play
Banks,
about?
how did we
Thank God
meet?
you didn't go in the FaZe house.
I
though.
know.
It's one of those things. It's a good metaphor for life. Like even when like things happen in your life that are the fucking worst things ever, they feel awful, like whatever.
It lines up.
As long as you stay true to your shit, and you stay, you know what I mean, on a positive beaten path, and you focus on like, you know, the good things in
Yeah.
life, like it'll always lead you to the promised land.
Yeah.
And like,
Bro, no, I'm glad you brought up the New York house because I talked about it once on a podcast. But for those who don't know, I desperately wanted to live in the FaZe house. I was the biggest FaZe fan of every single FaZe member when I joined.
you
Apex, Rain, just everybody in FaZe. And when they started the house, bro, I was begging to get in. Like I even told my mom, I'm like, Mom, like I want to move to New York. And she wasn't too happy about it, but she knew how much I loved it.
Yeah.
And
thank God you
Access
didn't, though,
denied, bro.
Seriously, thank God that you didn't.
I
Thank
literally
God that
like
you didn't.
I don't know, because I've
It would have
talked
worked
to
out, but I don't think you would be like
where I'm at today.
Where you are today.
Absolutely not. And
even
like that's why
close.
everything happens for a reason. I'm
Yeah.
happy where things are today. And like I feel like me staying in San Diego obviously helped me get to where I'm at
Exponentially.
today, bro. Like
For sure.
I got to like film with my family. You know, the cocaine prank on my mom probably wouldn't have been a thing if I moved to the
Damn.
New York house.
Yeah, which is like these pivotal moments. It's crazy
Iconic.
that you can break down certain people's careers. Like you've had an ultra consistent, successful, long career, right?
Yeah.
But like certain key moments help you take it to the next step, to the
Yeah.
next step, to the next, which is crazy to think.
like
about.
pranks on my mom were
Yeah.
what blew me up.
Yeah.
And then after
bread and
that, after that, ghost videos
Yeah.
started blowing up,
Yeah.
and then I started doing vlogs, challenges, and it all
And
just
then
came
just
together.
like I said with the spotting of talent, it just becomes in your second nature to like jump on certain trends or ideate and come up with these
Yep.
like viral ideas, and you're just like now you're just that guy. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
crazy.
facts. And I feel like in that moment of you not going to the FaZe house, you built something so aside from it, but was still so a part of FaZe
Yeah,
at the same
for sure.
time.
Yeah.
You built your family up to have their own channels, their own careers, their own lives, and you guys all formed it together, and it was beautiful.
Well,
just
let's bring
as-
it back to what you originally were talking about, how we originally met, which
Yeah.
was obviously through trick shotting.
through
right?
Xbox and stuff. But when did we first meet in person?
Where were you? What team were you on before?
Soar? Dare or
Was it Dare?
Era?
Yeah, it was one of the
It
two.
was Era or Dare. And,
Yeah.
bro, my name used to be Dare Rugtar.
Yeah,
I don't know why, bro. My
Because
name-
Rugrat was taken, probably.
yeah, Rugrat was taken, but I'm like, what was I thinking? Rugtar.
You just switched the T
That's
and the R.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Maybe it was on some Reptar shit, too.
Yeah, facts. Wait,
that probably is what it was, bro.
he just knows.
Yeah.
He knows my life more than
But
me.
you were a fucking filthy trick shotter. You never would have gotten recruited to FaZe without it.
No,
And you-
100%.
You went on a fucking sick run, like at the tail end of MW2 when the standards were like ridiculous. Like,
Yeah,
like it
bro.
was
Peak.
like peak standards MW2, not easy to hit usable shots.
No, I was hitting crazy shots. I remember, and then on the first week of BO2, I hit that raid suicide shot.
Yeah, that's why.
And
'Cause
then Adapt was like, FaZe Rugrat, I hate you. Because he
Yeah.
knew I was going to join
everybody
FaZe.
just knew. Yeah.
Bro, it was so sick. But I want to ask you, because you know a lot, but do you think a lot of people in FaZe disliked me when I first joined?
Well, at first, FaZe was very, very clicky. So, like Lucas, for example, like this is a pretty famous, iconic story about like the how the FaZe house came to be. I didn't ask anyone's permission for Lucas to live there.
Yeah.
Right? And this was kind of, I think, after like you wanted to be in the house, and I was able to identify like the kind of the Rain Apex clickiness of like, and then Adapt kind of like is like the tag along younger brother,
course.
and like, you know what I mean? It's just like very clicky, you know what I mean? And like me and Tommy were kind of respected as like the older guys who
Yeah.
like kind of did shit on
The
the, back
dynamic
end.
was crazy in the New York house.
It was, and it was really, really genuine, really, really pure. And I'm glad that we protected that fucking energy. Like, I was ready to fucking fire. I've always been ready to just fire shots and take risks. Like,
The
I've
1-inch
always-
punch.
Any moment.
I've always been ready. I've always been ready. So like the Lucas thing, honestly, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have did this. I'm glad that I did. Again, I'm glad that everything happened the way that it did. But I didn't ask anyone's permission. I was just like, yeah, come move in. And everyone's like, why the fuck would you do that? Like,
Yeah.
and they didn't really fuck with him either. And he kind of had to like earn his way in, and like imagine what that looked like in person. Like
I feel like
Yeah.
at that age,
he
too,
comes in and he's just getting kind of like not even really hazed, but like he's definitely on the outskirts.
100%.
Physically in person. He probably felt super fucking unwelcome there the first
Yeah.
month. And then he, you know how it goes. You do one thing or you give fucking Rain a good idea for a video, and he's like,
Yeah.
oh wait, like you're
I
not,
love
you're
you,
not
bro.
half bad. You know what I mean? And it's just like everyone was so much younger at this time. And
Yeah.
like if you remember like trick shotting culture too, like the top 6 like culture, like you didn't really fuck with anybody outside of your top 6.
No,
you know what I mean? Like
100%.
you could be friends with people, but like you played with who you played with. Like,
Yeah.
and nothing else really mattered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like
I mean, you guys were figuring it out too. It's like one of the first.
also
content
these
houses.
kids, these kids would all get in issues with each other about like stealing video ideas and shit, which is like such a dumb fucking concept.
Dude,
in
you
the
know that
first place.
happened to me? I used to react to a lot of the FaZe House New York videos.
Yeah.
And the guys in the house did not like that, bro. They would text me.
And now look at where we are in 2024. The whole meta is reactive
Facts.
and clipping. And now
Bro.
if someone's ripping your shit and putting it somewhere else,
It's
you're
a,
on.
It's a good thing,
That's
bro.
an amazing
You were
thing.
innovating, at
Bro,
that
so like
time.
I would react to FaZe House videos with my mom. And I remember I forgot who texted me, but they're like, yo, like, we're putting in so much effort in our videos and you're just sitting at your setup, just reacting, and you're getting more views than us. That's not fair. Like stop that. And I'm like, dude, like that felt so wrong because I already felt unwelcomed in FaZe.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted me in the New York house. And on top of that, me just making content
Yeah.
in San Diego, I was also getting pressed. Like,
I don't think it's fair to say anybody disliked you because I don't think that's what it was. It was more so like how like the dynamic is between like brothers in a fucking.
do you think it was more like just competition, like with subscribers? I, feel
so,
like that was a
I think
big
that's why
thing.
me and Tommy never fell into these like dynamics because we didn't make fucking videos, right?
Yeah.
We didn't care about that part of shit. And they all did. So like that was drama that existed with you guys. And like
Yeah.
I remember specifically like me and Tommy.
You guys were the dads.
We loved you too. Like, you know what
I
mean?
know.
And you would come to me and like you would explain exactly what you just did.
I would vent
back
to you.
then in live. And I would tell you like, don't sweat it. And
It's
I would say
okay.
the same thing to you, like, dude, stay on your own thing. You're great, like whatever.
Those
And
talks helped. Yeah, and
course.
honestly, like when I look back at it, like I'm not salty about it today because I just know how it was. Like we were
Yeah.
all just in FaZe, trying to be the best FaZe member, trying to get the best content. So I feel like just we were all just immature at the time. So
100%.
I fully understand that. And
Bro, I
like,
was punching holes in walls, pushing my head through walls. I got 51.
I don't know how you would have thrived in an environment. You know what I'm
the
saying?
thing is, I actually don't think that. Like we said earlier, like bro, if I went to the New York house, I don't even think I would have like 10 million subs at this
No,
point. Like,
probably not, dude.
so like I'm like
Anything could
extremely
happen.
grateful.
Like, dude, there's a universe that exists where like Gwit in like has fucking 30 million subscribers on YouTube. I really believe that,
Yeah,
bro. And there's
me
a
too.
there's a universe that exists where Jev joined the house and like maybe he fucking like who knows, like picked up some bad habits and like burnt out and like said
Yeah.
fuck it. Like he's been tucked away in his own little bubble and he's been doing great and
He's
he loves
killing
it.
Take him out of that might have.
That's what I'm saying. For sure would have. Like, thank
Yeah.
God. Like, I feel that way about him too. Thank God he
Yeah.
didn't join that. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
the minor decisions in life that can steer you in a whole
seriously.
different direction. But was there like a pivotal moment where it's like, oh, like, should we just invite Brian to the house, or was it more
no,
like,
there was, to my recollection, there was never even really a conversation like that. Like, it
Yeah.
wasn't even like that. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't-
Because I think once I got the first like no, I was just like,
I don't even
okay.
know who told you no.
I
You
don't
probably
remember.
asked like Rain or something. You probably like texted him one day.
I
know
think
you
it was
I know
definitely
you
Rain.
too. You probably like prepared to send this message for fucking 3 hours and was stressing over it. Asked a bunch of people what they felt about it.
Yeah.
Said it to him and he was just probably like, nah, bro, that's not the vibe. And it probably crushed you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and turned
no.
him into a beast?
Yeah, turn you into a beast. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking amazing.
Dude, I want to talk
But
about.
wait, hold on. Before we do that, how did you guys meet in person?
Yeah, hold on, Banks.
In person.
I'm trying
Had
to
be in
remember.
Anaheim, right?
MLG Anaheim?
Had to be.
Yeah, remember that iconic photo of you holding mine and Blue's hand
Yeah, yeah.
at Six Flags?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that was the first time we met.
Maybe. Yeah.
That's crazy. Because did you go to
That
MLG
trip.
Columbus 2013? That was it was like November 2013. It was in Columbus, Ohio.
Maybe. I'm thinking of Anaheim
Yep.
because that was champs when me and you did the whole holding the hands thing. I don't think that was
Oh.
the first time, wasn't it?
No, but that was Anaheim, no? Or was that Champs? I don't know.
Yeah,
there were
I think-
so many events that we went to
Yeah.
that I forget.
Because did we go all the way to Disney from Anaheim? Because Anaheim's kind of a minute away. I don't.
We
know.
went to
it's
Six
pretty close.
Flags.
Oh, Six Flags.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, maybe I'm tripping.
Yeah, that was
I'm
Six
horrible
Flags.
with time in my brain, so
Yeah.
you would know better than me. But
I mean, my first impression is like, bro, I was a
I
fan
always
of this
think,
guy, bro.
I always think Anaheim as in terms of like when I met everybody in person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Before that, I had met like Tico and had met like maybe one other person.
Yeah.
But like yeah.
What
But
were those impressions though? Of each other?
I mean,
Kinda
I
remember.
personally like was very shy as a
Uh-huh.
kid, and like I was nervous around everyone in FaZe because like again, I also still felt like I wasn't as like involved too much. So when I was there, I would just kind of like be to myself. But Banks always would make me feel comfortable because, like he said, I would always text him.
Rugrat's always been a big overthinker, and I think it's part of like what makes you so special and what makes you so successful.
He is.
I think you've turned it into a superpower over the years, and again, I think it's a great metaphor in life of like how something that can like kind of almost hinder you or like handicap you can always be turned into like something positive or
Yeah.
like something that like propels you and helps you. But you were like so much of you, what you are today, like is reminiscent of what you were back in the day. You're just an elevated, more mature, grown up,
Yeah.
all grown up version
Hell yeah.
of that. And I remember my my first impressions. Just that trip for me was super special because in my own life, I lived with my parents till I was 21 years old and was super broke. And I never even been on an airplane before that trip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I one other time to go to Disney World in Florida, one other time in my life when I was like fucking 14. But like I wasn't a world traveler. I was stuck in my little Boston bubble. Like
You were probably going alone this time, right?
I went
for
with
yourself.
with Tommy. Yeah.
Shout out to Lowell, Massachusetts.
Lowell, Mass,
Come
baby.
on,
Hey,
bro.
I love that. I love that out of you. Yeah, Haverhill, Mill City, the fucking Hamel Mill Lofts, where it all started. Me and Tommy, insane.
Sick, bro.
But I remember that trip was very important for me because it was just like one of those moments where, and I'm sure you can relate. Like, whoa, this is real. Like, this is actually real. Like, these are people whose voices I've heard on fucking Xbox for a long time. Some people did their face reveals on that trip. Like, you didn't even know what Outcast looked like before that trip. You didn't know what certain people.
Jets?
Yeah,
I
you didn't
think?
know what certain people looked like before this,
Bro.
which is fucking insane. Like,
I think that was the greatest trip of my life because
might have been.
you're meeting all of your friends that you play Call of Duty with
And
every
built these
single
connections.
night.
this was
bro.
our whole life.
Our whole life.
And we shared the name FaZe together, which was, again, our whole life. You know what I mean?
It was the coolest trip of all time. I'm not gonna lie.
Were your parents kind of like iffy about this shit?
I kept to myself pretty much everything that I did for a long time because, what I was doing wasn't taken seriously at all. I made my first YouTube video in 2008 before most people knew what fucking YouTube even was.
Bruh,
you know what
that's
I mean?
crazy.
And then I
YouTube
made-
started in like I think 06.
Yeah.
Correct
And-
me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
We're
this-
always
on some early
crazy.
This was on some shit. I made a video how to hack Xbox 360 gamer score, and it got like 800,000 views, which it was trending for days on YouTube. Like if you account for all the new users, that's a 20 million view video today.
Yeah.
Like for how many more people watch YouTube. And YouTube at that time was pretty much all how-tos. There were a couple like Fred, like Niga Higa,
Yeah.
Small.
equals 3 type creators. But like nobody was making fucking YouTube videos.
Yeah. I would watch How to Get Rid of the Red Rings of Death on
How
Xbox.
to exactly like
Yeah.
it was it was kind of like that's what YouTube's initial like I feel like people found purpose in YouTube or like used it as a tool to like
Facts.
visually learn like how to cook an egg, how to change a tire, how to fix
Yeah.
red rings of death. And I remember I found this tutorial on how to hack gamer score, and tutorial didn't exist on YouTube yet, which is also a crazy thing to think about because now if you need to learn how to do anything, there's a fucking
Right there,
thousand of it.
right there.
You're never the first person to make a how-to anything on the internet now, you know? And I followed all these steps and it worked. And I'm like, I can't believe there's not a video. So I went and bought a Radio Shack $15 mic. I didn't even know you could make money on YouTube. I made this
Yeah.
video just to make it and it went crazy. And I couldn't believe how crazy it went. 20, 30,000 views in, I get an email from Google talking about
Like monetization.
AdSense. And I'm like, what? Like I have to triple check the email if it's even real.
Yeah.
I made my PayPal, my first and only ever PayPal account.
Was it
I
a
made
kid's account or how old were you in
No, I was 18.
18? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Because I had a PayPal kids account.
You had it for a while to this, like not too recently, right?
The kids
The
account?
kids account, yeah.
That's so funny.
I mean, no, until I turned 18.
There you
So I
go,
had it
yeah,
for
yeah.
like 3 years. But dude, I want to talk about another trip that we took. Me, you, Tommy, Nate Shot, and Hex.
yeah. Where was that?
That was, I think,
Wasn't it?
Champs. Or no, well, that was Santa Monica.
Okay.
It was Santa Monica. I don't know what it was for,
Yeah,
but
it was,
you
it was.
invited me, and I was like, damn, I'm about to hang out with Banks, Tommy, Hex, and Nate Shot. Like, I was nervous for that too, but
I
like,
love you so much.
bro, I appreciate you for like even thinking of bringing me along to those
See, I
places
remember
because
inviting you, but that's awesome.
yeah, no, of course. And like, bro, there's like this around that time I was vlogging too. Like I was trying to make a YouTube video out of it. Bro, please tell me you remember when we were in the hotel room.
The push-ups. Yes, of course.
Bro,
I don't remember the details. I just remember we fought.
I'll tell you.
I think it was our only fight ever.
me and Banks actually got into a fight.
I think it was our only fight.
yeah,
Was it
we've
our only
never
fight?
fought after
That's
that.
wild.
But
Over
listen
some
to this.
push-ups is wild.
I
don't
remember
I don't
this.
remember what it was. I was bugging, bro. This was peak, like Banks crash out, bug out, like tweaker.
I
era.
remember it perfectly because it was like
Tell
one
me,
of our
tell me.
only fights,
Yeah,
bro.
tell me.
So I was vlogging and I was trying to think of like a good title and thumbnail. And I was like, oh, a push-up competition against Banks would be sick. So we were just chilling in the hotel. I'm like, yo, bro, like, you want to just do a push-up competition? And you're like, nah, I don't want to do anything physical. And I was like, it's just push-ups. Like, let's just do it. You're probably going to beat me anyways. And then you got like super mad after that. You were like, I don't want to do fucking push-ups. And then like, I don't know if
It's such a ridiculous
bro,
thing to
it was
fight
crazy. It was crazy, but I don't know. Knowing me, bro, back
It's
then,
so
like
ridiculous.
sometimes I would talk back, like even like to my mom and dad, I'd always talk back to them. So I probably said some like smart
Some slick
comment,
shit.
some like, dude, is it because you're? I think I might have said like, are you scared to lose against me or something?
Oh my god, that would
that would have done it.
That would have
So
definitely
I
done it.
think
That
I
would've
might have said
definitely
something like that, and then
That's
bro,
so
like
funny.
you started like breaking mirrors and lamps and shit, and I was scared. I was like, bro, I'm sorry.
Tommy was in the room too, bro.
Yeah, I was like, bro, no
I was
push-up
such
contest.
dude, I was such a fucking freak.
Nah, that was crazy. But honestly, like like that didn't change anything. Like,
Of course
from
not,
like how
of
I
course.
like viewed you or anything. I was just like, damn, okay, noted. Don't ask Banks for a push-up competition.
So funny.
You're
Maybe we
probably
could.
terrified, bro.
Yeah, maybe we could do it like.
I don't even know
soon.
what. This is the thing about
can
that
redo it.
era of my life. Like
Wait, can we do that?
people.
Can we run it?
I
Not
guess
right now.
we-
Not right now.
We
We'll
could-
do it
we
for
could
another
rekindle
vlog.
that, right?
We could, yeah, we should. We honestly should for the lore. We kind of have to, low key. But it's crazy that time during my life, man. Like anything could have set me off for
Yeah.
any fucking reason. Like, and that's just the way that I dealt with shit. And honestly, like again, thank God things happen the way that they do. Like
course.
getting kicked out of the FaZe house for me and getting 5150'd. And I want to bring this up because you played like a huge part in my life and like my comeback and stuff during that time. And I've always fucking told you how much that means to me. But like, dude, that's how I learned how to like behave as a human being. Like I grew up with brothers and my dad was a fucking sicko and was
Yeah.
like would yell and break shit and like whatever. And this shit was so normal to me. It was like
Yeah.
a normal response that I really had to unlearn over like the course of time when I would see other people react like you're fucking insane, you're crazy, I can't be around you. You know what I mean?
Like product of environment.
For sure. And then you get booted out of the fucking FaZe house and your life's falling apart and you're sleeping on an air mattress and fucking FaZe Rugs calling you to check in every other day and Adapt
Yeah.
and Keemstar are your only fucking friends and the only people who give a fuck about you. And it's like, fuck. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I remember just like seeing videos of you posting like on Twitter, like you were like talking about like your situation and
Yeah.
bro, like I always like wanted to make sure you were good because of, you know, who you were to me as a
Yeah.
person and who you are currently. Like you were like my brother and I never want to see anyone close to me like go through anything like
course.
that. So like I always had like an
Now that
open
meant
room.
the actual world to me. And
Of
it really
course.
was. It was you, Adapt, and fucking Keemstar of all people who just were
Yeah.
calling me, giving me advice and ideas and just letting me know, like at minimum, like, hey, I'm here for you. You can call me whenever.
Yeah.
I'm your friend. You're
Come
my brother.
stay at my house if
yeah,
you need.
literally like saying shit like that to me, like saved my fucking whole life. Like it really did.
Damn, man.
And
That's touching.
And gave me like the courage too to like Keem specifically too would be like, dude, you're fucking him, bro. Like you got to get the fuck up and you got to go do something.
Yeah.
Like you have to. And I fucking took the last money that I had, moved to LA and did the fucking Rice, Alyssa, et cetera thing. And
That era
it's
was
it's
crazy.
crazy. It is. It's crazy.
So
And I did all that, I swear to God, because I just wanted to be accepted back into the FaZe fold again. I'm like,
for sure.
they are not going to just come and fucking welcome me back in. I have to
Yeah.
go do something. I have
And
to,
you built your own shit,
I
the
have to
Clout House.
Yeah, I have to provide some sort of, I don't know. And then you go and do it and fucking, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
So in that time, when you were going through it, was it addiction or was it just like
No, to be honest, I blamed a lot of what was going on like the Adderall shit and the staying awake shit. And like, I definitely attribute a lot of that to like my mental like break. But it was a lot of things happening all at once. Like we were spending a lot of time in Europe, traveling around. And then we had this fucking guy who will remain unnamed, who like was the first domino in a string of dominoes of us getting fucked out of like ownership
Yeah,
and phase and all
yeah.
that shit. But this guy's whispering in my ear like your life's gonna change forever. You're gonna be a millionaire. This and that. Like trust me. I'm
We
gonna help
heard
you
that
build this
all.
into a business and like whatever. And I'm some fucking raggedy ass kid from Lowell, Mass, like who's never seen any of this shit. It was just a lot all at once, and it like really caused my brain to break an already fragile, fucking insane mind
Yeah.
that was already breaking mirrors and putting my fucking head through walls and shit. And I just like kind of had just a break, you know what I mean? It was just
Yeah.
kind of like a little bit of a manic fucking break where I just like lost my mind for a second.
Yeah.
Just crashed out. bugged out.
Looking back at that now, like your progression as far as who you are today, is it crazy to like look back at like all the times that you went through those changes and like becoming the person you are, being more mature, kind of realizing what you should and shouldn't do, doing like, I don't know, do you do therapy? Like how
It's
did that?
incredible. And I'm glad that you asked this in the way that you asked it, because that whole experience, because there was a 6-month stretch where I genuinely wanted to die every second of every day. I was so low. It was absolute rock bottom. I'd never been that low in my life. But then in hindsight, when you're in LA and you're looking at this view and Alyssa Violet's asleep in your bed and Rice Gum's your best friend and the Nelk Boys,
Yeah.
you're crashing on your couch and like you're doing it. Like you're living it. You're beyond past your wildest dreams. It's like, wait, I needed to experience that because it helped me grow and evolve and put things into perspective, what matters, what doesn't, how to behave, how to move. Like,
Yeah.
yes, like it's like those experiences mean the world. And honestly, take it from me, my lived experience, the worst things that happen in your life tend to be the most important parts of your life.
Oh,
and
yeah.
in hindsight, you know what I mean, tend to be like in a weird way the best things that could ever happen to you because it puts things into perspective. And over the
learn
last
lessons.
18 months, I've had tremendous growth in my own life. I lost my dad almost 2 years ago,
Sorry to hear, bro.
like a year and a half ago. I love you guys. But that happened around the same time that FaZe's stock was plummeting, and around the same time I was going through a really awful breakup with a girl who I fucking loved to death and was a really amazing person. And these things all were happening at the same time. And again, like, never did I think a rock bottom moment could rival or even come close to that other one.
Yeah.
And this was fucking worse. And I really felt like if I went any lower, it was just death. I was just going to disappear into nothing.
man.
And
I'm
I
glad you pulled yourself out of that.
had to, but the only way that I could think of was like, what can I control? I can control my sobriety, and I can wake up every day and try to make an honest effort to just fucking day by day. And to bring it to your therapy question, I did AA for a really long time, and I was doing therapy, and like living life day to day, moment to moment is crucial in these times of stress.
I try and tell him the same
and
thing.
trauma
Yeah.
and fucking and hard times.
Dude.
You have to live it minute to minute and fucking day to day. And if you wake up, gratitude's a huge thing too. Just being grateful. Like, we get lost in the sauce sometimes.
Yeah.
You live in a fucking mega mansion. I'm immediately thinking of that frame of you in the fucking ESPN documentary. You're sitting in the fucking thing. And it's like, dude, like,
a
look
museum.
look at our lives. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
at
it's
the end of the
crazy.
day, like, I have lights in my house and I have fresh water to drink and I have my legs and I have fucking eyesight.
Breaking it down to bare minimum.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I can breathe. Like, you
Dude,
know what
I
mean?
will say your story's like mad inspiring, and I'm super happy
love
that
it.
you're able to pull it together. And I'm sure you just talking like about your story has helped millions of people.
I hope
bringing
so.
awareness.
I
It,
hope
it
so.
really, yeah, it really has. Because I've heard you talk about it before, and like it's very touching and inspiring, and like it's always good to think that when you have bad things going on in your life, instead of just thinking negative about it and thinking that nothing's gonna change, you can always try to turn it into a positive.
It's the only way, man.
It's a learning lesson, you know what I mean?
sure.
Like, you do something and like you learn from it and you get stronger.
And
you
not
grow.
to be cliche or like a cornball about it, but yeah, it's exactly that. It's like, I feel like it's my purpose in life. Like, it really is. Like, that, between that, helping people in general, but also like even with these new FaZe guys, like keeping these guys safe and teaching them, like just putting them on game. Like, dude, I've been through a lot of shit in the last 13 years, and I can help you guys skip a lot of this shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you don't have to deal with
All the
X, Y, and
bullshit that
Z
comes with it.
on the side of business, but even on the side of fucking real life. Like, I'm you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking pointing the camera at my life anymore the way that I used to, but I did exactly what you're doing.
coaching them.
Exactly. And
History
yeah.
repeats itself.
No, for sure. And we unfortunately didn't have anyone in front of us to teach us or put us on
We
game.
had to
And,
learn
like,
about it, bro.
And like,
Yeah.
I take a lot of pride in like assuming that position. In
You
that
guys are
role.
fucking pioneers, realistically.
Thank you,
FaZe
bro.
is fucking FaZe was first, bro. In
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
in a lot of ways, and it's a legendary brand with a ton of history, and it's a story that we need to tell for the rest of time. Like, this
100%.
needs to be a thing forever, and it will be a thing forever.
Dude, taking it back to the Clout House era, I think we were talking about this like a few weeks ago about like, what's your favorite time era with like your whole
Yeah.
YouTube career? One of the first ones was the Clout House for me. I was like, dude,
that era on the internet was goated. It was
Diss
the
tracks.
golden era. And dude, even just like cultural, like internet culture in general, like a lot of these like Vine people were popping up at that time, and like the double XL fucking freshman class that year.
rap.
And like
20
Supreme
yeah.
lines and Bape lines on Melrose and shit.
2016, 2017.
Like streetwear culture and
big
music
collective.
culture. Dude, that whole vibe like was fucking unmatched. dude.
Yeah.
And LA culture, like how alive this city was and cracking and
Real
all this
spawn of the internet, I feel
No,
like.
dude, it was
Bro, I gotta give a
that'll always be on some old head back in my day shit. That'll always be
engraved.
number
Hey,
one.
so you're Unc for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm getting there too. I'm
Yeah.
27, bro. Everyone calls me Unc now.
27's a great age. That's prime.
That's like closer to
athletic.
25.
I think that's like athletic prime. I think like LeBron James' best year was when he was
27.
27. I think 27 is the best.
Yeah.
Yes.
But about like I heard you were talking about Alyssa and
Auntie.
Auntie. Yep, she's aunt.
I just saw a comment today on Twitter. You guys are really Unc and Auntie of LA.
Bro, wait, I was
So
gonna say
funny.
I've been seeing that. So what's happening with Tana and Alyssa?
All right, so my energy
He
is
sat up. He sat up, bro. He sat up.
my
to talk about
energy is
it.
very important to me right now because there's a lot on my plate and I fucking cannot afford to like focus on anything but FaZe right now. We have no budget. We're not making any money.
Yeah.
We fired everybody. A lot of this shit's coming down to me and my immediate team. So I can't be asked. Like when people, I said this on Steve-O's podcast, like I'm all out of favors for the foreseeable future. With all due respect,
Yeah,
I've done
yeah,
a lot of
makes
fucking
sense.
favors for people. I need some favors done for me in the immediate future.
100%.
Whatever. So I did my best to avoid, even paying mind to what was going on between Tana and Alyssa, because I love Tana to death. She's like a sister to me, and I obviously love Alyssa to death, like my ex-wife. And,
Yeah.
and me and her have been in a really great place the last few years, but they got into some shit, random TikTok, YouTube, dumb shit, right?
Yeah.
And Alyssa put out a response, I think yesterday, and I woke up today to like a lot of people asking me like, what's your opinion, what's your take, and like certain tweets, clipping things out of the like out of her video and sending them to me and whatever. And I just drafted up a tweet because it would feel wrong for me not to speak on it because I saw it firsthand. And basically the only thing that I have to say on the situation is, as like fondly as I'll always look back at 2016, 2017, 2018, internet LA clout culture, like a lot of it was very, very dark.
Yeah.
And especially when you're in a situation the way me and Alyssa were in. And everything that she said in that video, kind of her response to this like mean girl, because that's been the whole narrative.
They were
like,
saying that Alyssa was a bully.
Alyssa was a mean girl, she was rude, she was a bully, et cetera, et cetera. But then somebody like me, I'm seeing TikToks from girls who I've been intimate with, who are talking about their experience with her and how she was rude. And it's like, yeah, no shit. Like you were hooking up with me and then trying to pretend to be her friend.
Yeah,
and like,
of course.
what do you expect? You know what I mean? Like that context is, you know what I mean? And she kind of, that's how she articulated it in her response. And I'm really proud of her for that.
Yeah.
And it's honestly the perfect way to respond, because she comes out and says, yeah, I was kind of intentionally being like unapproachable and like aggressive, especially with girls. Like, you know, guys were trying to hook up with me. Business people were trying to take money from me. And girls were trying to either befriend me for a fucking career, or they were fucking my ex-boyfriend behind my back. Valid. You know what I mean? Anybody can relate to that. Like anybody
it's good
can
to
relate.
own up too.
Yeah, exactly.
Just being
And
honest
she's just
straight
like,
up.
I don't need to be fucking nice to anyone. If somebody fucks me over, I don't need to be nice to you.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, like this is context. And I can vouch, like that time I had fucking maybe 5 real friends, if that. Everybody else just wanted something from me. Of
course.
You know what I mean? And it's just, that is what it was. And it's,
That's the harsh reality.
no,
of
it is. And for someone like Alyssa, like I fell in love with this girl in the first place because of how little she cared about like all that. This girl was like the it social media girl for a minute.
Bro.
Getting 1 million likes a fucking picture at the same time as the Kardashians blowing up. Like she was kind of on the same level as these girls at that time. And like this girl loved me and didn't give a fuck about the internet. Like you'd have to twist this girl's arm to make a YouTube video or post something on the internet. Like she didn't care. Like she didn't want any of that. And all the negative shit that came with it, she wasn't about it. Like that girl ran from it. And you know me, like my last YouTube video was the Tfue video, and that was kind of my last straw. I'm like, dude, I can't keep doing this fucking
No
thing.
more drama shit.
I just can't keep doing this. Like it's just like, it's not serving me. I don't feel like I need to do it to make money. Like I can figure
drains
something.
your energy,
It's
too.
draining.
Bro,
when
it's
you get wrapped
so
up in all that shit,
draining,
it's
man.
so draining. And it's like,
Yeah.
and she was like that too. And it's rare. It's like most people get one little fucking drop of that shit and they want it. That's all they want. I can't really fuck with people who like are like that.
Yeah.
And exhibit that kind of like behavior or that type of energy. And that's one of the things that me and her really connected with, and I always really respected her for.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what's the deal with her and her. She has her whole own life. She has a whole new boyfriend, and I'm super fucking happy for her. She's healthier and happier than ever is all I could care about. But that specifically, like her describing that, I felt the need to be like, yeah, that's valid. Like she's 100% made a point here, and it's fair context
100%.
to add to like the mean girl narrative, you know?
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are both mature about it too, because that just shows, like we said, growth and just being, you know, on a whole new level as far as where you're at now.
So you just got put in the middle of it? Of the whole Tana?
Well, I mean, it's like, it's there's a common denominator. I've hooked up with Tana. I've hooked up with Alyssa. And also it's like, not really. Like, honestly, I hadn't really seen it a lot until Alyssa's video. And then she's mentioning like her experience in LA and shit. And obviously like ex-boyfriend, this, that. People are going to fucking link me.
Yeah.
And like,
It's just something you felt like you had to
one,
just
like, part
talk
of it. But
about
there's
it.
like a lot like to all that. Like there's shit about like Tessa and Jason Nash and like shit I don't even care to like get into or worry about because it has literally nothing to do with me. Again, me and Alyssa haven't been together for years. Tana and I are also friends, so it's like kind of a conflict of interest. I don't really have a dog in the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's just again, it would have felt weird for me not to like speak on it when so many people were asking me about it.
Yeah.
And I saw it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like the main thing that I'm trying to work on myself in life is something you said about Alyssa. It's like, like a lot of people being fake to her and trying to get something out of you. And like, of course she's going to be mean about that, or like, you know,
Kinda
like stand on
defensive.
business. Yeah. So like something about me is like, bro, I've had a lot of people in my life come in and treat me like shit. And bro, like not even to like gas myself up, but like I really have like a good heart. You know, I always
definitely do.
I want the best for people. I want to help people all the time. Like, and I always want to be there for them. But sometimes like people cross the line, cross certain boundaries. And to me, it's very hard for me to react in situations like that, because I'm not the type where I'm just like, all right, get the fuck out of my life then, and I
Yeah.
can just move on.
Because
Like,
you
for
develop
me,
real feelings and real.
I
and
can
real-
relate heavily, bro, to it.
I just don't know, like,
it's a
it's tough.
curse. It's a blessing and a curse.
it is like being too nice is a blessing and a curse, because like, you know, people can take advantage of your kindness, but at the same time, you want to be nice.
Don't let it jade you or change you. And I don't think that you have. I think that
Yeah.
all the best things about you that I knew in the first place, you've retained it. Some people get jaded. Some people really do switch up and start fucking acting out.
I can't switch up who I am, bro. Like I've been the same.
Don't, because being a good
since I was a
person
kid.
is such a slept on thing in
Yeah.
2024. I feel like people don't value just being a good human as much as I feel like they should.
Everything else.
And I feel like a lot of good things follow being a good human. As much as it does leave you wide open to get fucked, like, and
Dude.
trust me, again, I can relate heavily
Yeah.
to what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's like, look where we are. You know what I mean? Look
100%.
who we are, look where we are, and the real ones know.
Yeah.
I want to
always
add
try
on to what you were saying too,
Yeah.
real quick. I can vouch for that 100%. You know, he's been a true brother to me for as long as I can remember. So have you, but from, you know, a different perspective. I feel like with Brian, he like, anytime I'm in a dark position, anytime I'm going through something, like he'll be the first to be like, yo, let's figure it out, because he truly gives a fuck. So I feel like in general, what you're saying, like, you just want to retain the peace. And like you said, being a good person could also get you fucked over in a majority of situations. But like I always tell you, like how we were mentioning how he overthinks, right? Like, oh shit, what if this happens? What if this? I'm like, you can't predict something that hasn't fucking happened in the future. You got to live in the fucking moment and realize that whatever you have around you, just understand that they are here for a reason. People are in your lives for
All
a
the
reason. So all the blessings, all
Just
the
stay true to your own shit, your morals, and your fucking the pillars of what you are as a person. Don't step outside that.
Yeah.
Stay
What got you
true,
here.
Stay true to you and just kind of go with the flow state, baby.
100%.
React,
That's something
and
I'm
dodge,
working on.
and
Yeah.
dip, and fucking.
and
yeah.
you've made major improvements, bro.
Yeah, no, 100. I used to be really bad with it, where I'll like,
No,
See, I don't
we've
even
gone
work,
into it.
I don't
a few
even work
times,
with
too.
you. I don't even work with you on that intimate level. But I mentioned earlier about the overthinking thing, and it's just crazy how like we're us as people, like we change so much over the course of life, but also like these little things like
Stick with you.
stick with
they
you.
do.
It's
That's something like,
crazy.
because I haven't really openly talked about this, but I've also taken therapy too, like
Yeah,
specifically
good.
for, you know, like why I let so many like small things affect me, and also just like I'm an overthinker. Like I always think the worst all the time.
Bro,
and
therapy
like,
should be meta. Everybody,
Dude,
like, you
therapy is
therapy should be
huge.
the same thing as having a dentist and a doctor, and like you should have therapy since the time you're fucking able to talk for the rest of your life. Like that shit should be meta.
dude, I will say like that helped me so much. Like I was like nervous
it's weird,
about
it's
it
so
before.
crazy that there's a stigma around it. It's like such a beneficial thing.
It is. And I've seen like so many people talk about like, oh, therapy is useless. Therapy is a scam. And like people say like, oh, working out is therapy. Working out could be therapy for
Definitely.
a lot of people, of course. Like, cause I've seen like, you know, Bradley Martin talk about it. I think Arab talked about it. But it's just different for other people, you know? Like working out could be therapy, but at the same time, talking to someone and letting it out, especially a professional, like they really do give some good advice.
100%.
I feel like working out is therapeutic, but I feel like mental health, really diving deep into like conversations, isn't on the same level as pushing a weight.
You
up
think
and
it's
down.
like a temporary fix?
They're
working
just
out?
totally different. I mean,
Yeah.
I think they're both.
I don't think they're on the same playing field,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like you need food in life, but you also need water. They
Facts.
don't need to
100%.
compete with each other. One doesn't need to be more important than the
Yeah.
other. You know what I mean? It's like
Hand
you
in
need
hand.
you need
Dude,
both.
bang. So like we've known each other for 13 years now. Still crazy to think. That's like
It's
pretty much
wild.
half my life I've known you.
Wild.
Bro. And we haven't really like done anything together, like as far as like a project. Like we've done YouTube videos before.
Yeah.
We've done, you know, collabs and stuff like that. But bro, are we able to spill what we're working on, or
Let's do it.
you want to?
I'm so down. Yeah. If you
Okay.
think it's a good idea, yeah.
I think it's a good idea. So me and Banks are working on a new project. Do we say the name? Like, yeah, I mean we kind of have
it's
to.
totally up to you.
Yeah. I
You're
mean,
the YouTube content guy.
Okay,
so I leave
okay.
that shit to you.
So we're launching this series called Secret Rooms, and we're pretty much going to be building out high level secret gaming rooms for gamers and streamers.
Think Pimp My Ride, but for the modern age, modern era, and like streaming gaming rooms. MLG did something like Pimp My Gaming setup way back in the day, and like would go to people's houses, fans' houses, and like kind of revamp their shit. We're gonna run the first season on Rug's channel, and it felt weird calling you Rug.
Yeah,
It
call me
just feels
Rugrat.
Weird
Call me Rugrat.
I want to respect the name,
B-Rye.
and I want them to know who I'm talking about because people really look at me crazy when I say Rugrat. It's so
Really?
funny.
Like
Yeah.
people don't put two and two together? I mean, now
They
people.
they do, but it's like Rugrat. Why do you call him Rugrat?
Yeah,
like, I think it's
yeah.
like a nickname I just came up with, like that, like all grown up.
It's like getting
OGs
called
know.
FaZe.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, oh
I
my
get called
God.
FaZe all the time.
Same. It's insane. That's how you know someone's not like a
Tapped
very
in.
surface level fan.
Yeah.
FaZe. It's so funny.
He been getting rain sometimes.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
Because the R. Just
Yeah,
that's
People,
it.
so funny.
sometimes people think it's I'm Rain, and I always just play
Just
along
know
with it.
they all get you way more than you get anybody. Like I've heard that so many times. Like I've heard a dad be called Rug. Like,
Wait,
your face
really?
Rug. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
way.
Dude. You're the guy.
Dude, that's
You're him.
insane. That's insane.
Yeah, but the secret room shit's gonna be a movie. And as far as like this is like a business idea, I kind of came up with this ideated thing, and I was just gonna run it on my own. And then I talked to him about it, and he was super down. He's like, "Bro, I'd be down to do that with you." And honestly, like I did Mom's Basement with Keemstar on my channel. We did like the first 4 or 5 episodes on my channel. They all got millions of views, and then we were able to kind of turn around and sell that to Spotify for a lot of money. And that's the world of business that FaZe is in, right? Content IP, product IP. This is business done the right way, not the way that we've been doing it. So him and I are going to do this season. It makes total complete sense to do season 1 on his channel. Your channel's incredible.
Y'all know I love my secret rooms.
Yeah, and you're already hip to all that shit. We're just gonna kind of give it a name and a brand and an intro and make it feel more like a show. And we'll do like the first season for all the FaZe guys. It'll be cool. And then we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, I think like one of the main things too is we want to have like a lot of fan involvement too.
Yeah,
like
oh, yeah.
definitely like we're low
That
key
Pimp My
talking about
Ride
it.
vibe, like that, knocking on someone's door and being like,
Bro.
whoa, and like turning some shitty rinky dink like setup into some crazy shit. Like that's gonna be sick.
Yeah, we definitely want to get fans involved and like deck out your guys' gaming room. So definitely just be on the lookout for that. I would say like in the next few months.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
don't have like a set
We
date.
just have to create this deserves its own team. It deserves to be treated. I know this is kind of this is like what podcasts are for, right? Like getting into the fine line details.
Yeah.
But like deserves its own team. It should be treated and operated like its own company. Like it needs to be, since we're both so busy in our own separate things, getting us together to do something like this, like it needs to be like bulletproof. And we need to be able to really like show up and just bang it out and be able to like, because we're going to be flying places and
Dude,
shit.
I'm so
Like,
hyped
it's
for
gonna
that.
be
I want
insane.
Like we haven't really traveled together.
No, never. It's going to be sick.
Dude, you know what's crazy? So you know how I've been like hella consistent my whole career. I've
You're
done
the GOAT.
Bro, 3 times
You're
a
actually the
week.
fucking GOAT.
Thank you, bro. Thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate that. But yeah, like I've been doing 3 times a week on YouTube for the past like 2 years. Then hold on. Before that, I was doing 4 times a week. Before that, 5 times a week, 6 times, etc.
And you did it every day for a long time.
Every day for a long time. And just now, I'm slowly starting to slow down on my main channel so I have more time for stuff like that.
Yeah.
The podcast. I can't do 3 times a week on my main channel and then do a podcast and then do this secret room
it makes
stuff.
sense.
So like now I'm like,
I mean,
low
at
key.
this point, it's like you got to sit and think about how can I elevate from this point? How do I scale from this point?
Yeah.
You're at the tip top of like the YouTube game, right?
Yeah, I've done it all
So
on
you
YouTube.
could you
know?
could coast and just do this, but if you want to take it to the next level on some Mr. Beast shit, like how do we get there, right?
Yeah.
And I do think it's shit like this. I do think it's focusing more time on like today's meta, right? Is like TikTok short form clipping shit. Like you should be all over that,
Yeah.
all in that, which I know you are. You've always been on top of everything. But like trust yourself. If that's what you feel, just trust yourself.
It just feels good. You know what I mean?
Have always done it the right way. You've always pivoted the right way. You're always tapped in. Anything that you think that you should be doing, I trust it
It's
fully.
definitely nerve wracking though, because like YouTube is my bread and butter. I love that shit so much. I still love making videos. I just want to try to expand. I want to try to do something other than videos because sometimes it could get like a little bit repetitive and I'm like, damn, what can I do? I miss my podcast. Was able to make that happen, but I had to sacrifice a YouTube video. And it took me like, how long did it take me to genuinely slow down? How long have I been telling you like, okay, bro, I might go down to 2 times a week?
See, here's the thing though. Like when I notice him on a friend level, like sometimes stressing a little too hard on that 3rd upload, and I'm like, wait, like you can clearly see that there's other options for you to replace it, but not fully lose from it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I
It
think
took them
it's-
forever to break the routine.
Like
That's what
doing
it
something
was.
like this, a natural conversation with my friends, like it's a lot easier than making like a full YouTube video.
Well, also too, it's fucking 2 + 2 is 4. At the end of the day, it's science. Like
Yeah.
those. By the way, the difference between 2 videos and 3 videos, I feel like is a huge leap. It's
don't
like
understand.
33% of the pie, and obviously removing that third one will elevate the quality of the other two. It'll
Exactly.
make you enjoy it more. This YouTube game, like you already know, it's like such an important thing to like genuinely be like stoked on like what you're doing and just
Yeah.
being like engaged on that level. And yeah, I mean, giving yourself that time and just like that mental like he said, overly stressing a third video when you could just make 2 better videos. Like
Exactly.
and the fact
your
that you
fans
said
will
he's
appreciate that
solidified.
even more. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
He's
Like,
solidified in everything he's doing right now. It's now time to amplify what.
Yeah,
what
it took
everything
a
else is.
while.
spam the
Also-
shorts and the TikToks and the tweets and
Yeah.
everything else. You have fucking trillions of followers across every platform. Just, you know what I mean? Do you?
Yeah.
I have a question. Will we ever see another Banks upload?
I don't know.
Please, bro.
Honest to God, the answer is I don't know. I was doing little crypto vlogs before
On Twitter.
Before the fucking FaZe reboot, and those have stopped existing because of the reboot. It's just one of those things. Like I don't know.
It was so
Maybe.
natural though when you picked up the camera, like it felt so good.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
it was
there's-
kind of crazy too. I saw a lot of feedback on the crypto vlogs. Like it was a very niche thing for a very niche community of people.
Yeah.
But like it was just like second nature.
Didn't
It was
they
like-
still
it was
get
like-
millions of
it was
views?
Like I was like riding a bike. I was just like, it was crazy.
Hey,
I
hold
honestly was worried. I'm like, I'm gonna be so burnt on this, but I instantly. It was just like it's funny.
was a
You,
switch.
you two with a G7X?
Oh my god.
Man, how much?
It's like
what
LeBron
was the
James
return
holding
on
the basketball.
investment?
LeBron and MJ.
The
holding
ROI.
basketball. Yeah,
The
it's good.
return on investment on a G7X?
I had this conversation on a podcast. It's like, dude, these fucking bozos were doing goat yoga, spending $6 million a month on fucking what? Like on what? Please tell me what you're spending money on. It's me and my scumbag friends are in a fucking house on Weed Lake, and my whole overhead for my whole channel, I'm one of the biggest vloggers on the internet, getting millions of views, 5, 6, 7 million views a video.
You just need a G7X.
with a fucking $800 G7X and a T-Wop.
Bro, not
You know what I'm
even.
saying? Like-
it was like $600.
Whatever it was. It
And
was
you
like,
just, bro, you make videos like that. Like, you know what's crazy? That's what I love about my channel is like my production isn't that crazy. Like
Yeah.
we just have like sometimes we make videos with just one camera.
well, it doesn't need to be over. Dude, there are fucking people on fucking Charlie D'Amelio has 150 million followers and her production is an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? She
Exactly.
fucking sets up an
Damn.
iPhone.
When you put it like
and the little
that.
fucking, and the little suction cup things that you
Yeah.
stick to fucking walls, the little fucking phone
Dude,
cases.
to everyone that wants to start YouTube, don't think that
Dude.
you need a crazy setup, a crazy camera. Like I always tell people, bro, start with your iPhone.
There's no excuse in 2024.
No.
Zero.
No.
You have an internet connection and an iPhone, you could be the biggest thing in the world. And that's
100%.
That's
It's
that's why I
proven.
brought up Charlie.
Charlie, she's
is
proof.
the bigger than life. And,
Yeah.
and she's literally the most followed person, one of the most followed people in the world.
Yeah.
She's the most followed person on TikTok, and it's an iPhone.
Yeah.
It's like,
I will say a life hack is short form content. Like to get
Oh,
your
yeah.
name out there, everyone asks me for advice, and my advice is to just start posting short form content because, bro, you know, people have like started businesses from their home
Yeah.
through TikTok and they're making like $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a month from
amazing.
something they started from their house. You just make fun,
dude, people are clipping,
viral content.
clipping and making money.
Oh, facts.
Can I take a piss real quick?
Go take a piss. Go take a piss.
Should we let him?
I don't know. Maybe not. No, it's good. You're
Yeah,
good.
I think
You're good. You're good. Yeah. Imagine he's like, fine, I'll come back.
Bro, this is crazy.
Wait, Noah.
This is
your
wild.
co-host.
Yeah.
We're back. Like you don't understand, guys. This is I mean,
long overdue.
yeah.
but-
So a lot of people were commenting like where Noah was because he wasn't in the All Grown Up trailer, and like I was like, bro, he just wasn't available that
Bro,
day.
I just wasn't
but you're
there.
still co-host.
I'm here. There's
Yeah.
nothing to worry about. And honestly, I'm just ready to see like how far we can take it.
Yeah, dude,
You know, this is
I'm
fun.
ready, bro. I've been telling people like I know I had like commitment issues with new things that I've wanted to try because YouTube is my bread and butter. So every
Yeah.
time I'd start something new, I'm like, oh no, I'm losing time for my main channel. So I'd kind of give up like the thing that I started,
Yeah.
aka the podcast. But now when I was, I've learned that like sacrificing one video isn't the end of the world.
It isn't.
2 times a week,
It's
guys.
not like you're quitting.
No, I'm not quitting. And like, guys, I know like you guys like your 3 times a week of FaZe Rug new content, but
Yeah.
2 is just as good. And also you get the podcast for like,
It's a whole separate thing that you're
Whole
going to be
separate
able to
thing.
dive into. And on top of that, too, it's like, bro, we've been through the thick and thin. You know what I'm saying? We've been through every step of the way. And to see it come to where it's at now, it's It's honestly just a blessing.
Yeah. Oh, bro, 100%.
I'm excited.
Thank you for being
Hey, we
there for
locked
me, bro.
in.
We're always locked in. Always locked in. Appreciate that. Mans is back.
Bro, I didn't even mention I came with a present for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a real present or is
It was a
fu-
collective.
It's on you right now. Shut the fuck up. This isn't real. This
Tell
is
him.
not real.
Tell him.
Hey, come on.
Tell him.
This is not real.
What,
Me and
how can
Brian-
you tell it's not real?
I don't know, because it's just,
That's fucked up.
That's messed up.
I got it in New York.
What is it? And
Try
is
it
it
on.
an AP or Richard Millie?
You know.
What is it?
AP.
AP.
Royal Oak.
What do you think, bro? You started the podcast off with a gift for me, which
So we decided to do the same.
I think that this cannot be real.
Why can't it? Like, that's crazy
It
to
just
assume,
can't-
right?
It just can't be real.
it's not real.
I know.
Listen, bro, I don't know what. Listen, Banks.
I know. It's not
Banks. I don't know why. Like Noah just pulled up in my car. He's like,
This is
Yo.
so. Also, too, I'm telling you right now, you're gifting somebody a Royal Oak offshore. You're not pulling it out of your fucking
no,
pocket.
hell no. It's gonna be in a big ass
You're
box,
not
bro.
pulling this shit out of a pocket. You guys
Hey,
are fucking,
we gotta do something
you guys are
for
hitting
Banks.
streamers.
Yeah,
you guys
for
are
real.
hitting streamers. You don't have to do anything for me.
Nah, we do.
Shit like this is all that I need in my life. I don't need any gifts, materials.
So do you
anything.
like it?
Yeah, I love it, honestly. I love it more than I'd love a real.
So I was like getting shawarma, right? And I see a fucking blanket full of shit on the ground.
It's a pretty decent fake.
Where'd you get it from?
It's actually, have you
Temu?
seen it?
No, New York.
It's a pretty
Actually.
decent fake.
Yeah.
It's actually
were you in New
it's a
York,
pretty solid
gang?
fake.
I went to New York and I was at a Yankee game and I went outside getting some shawarma and there was a blanket full of, the goods that they have on the ground.
How much are the real ones of these?
I don't know.
You're a big watch guy, right?
Not really. No, I got my watch stolen fucking at the Super Bowl, and I
What watch
I don't
was
wear
it?
watches anymore. It was
Don't say it was that Batman AP.
it was an RM05 that had a chrome bracelet. It was a one of none watch.
Oh shit.
That Uzi FaceTimed me about wanted to buy off me a week before it got stolen. Yeah, it was a irreplaceable one of none.
Wait,
fucking-
How did
how
it
did
get
that-
stolen?
So I went and got a dinner with Drake and my boy Zach and 12 girls, and it was a fun little like. Me and Zach went to dinner with a bunch of our girlfriends at the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Not
That sounds
this
pretty
last Super
fun
Bowl.
with Drake too.
No, it was a
that's
movie,
cool.
and Drake was there, and he was performing this party that Zach was DJing, and he hit us up and was like, "Where are you guys at?" We're like, "Oh, we're at dinner with some girls," and he's like, "I'll pull up."
Yeah.
He pulled up, and we just sat and casually had dinner with him, and it was a great vibe. The dinner was a good vibe.
So you know Drake.
Drake's the homie, yeah, that's
Oh,
the boy.
You know, he got a
that's
painting
the
of
homie.
him.
Yeah, he's the
No,
the
I'm
goat.
blazing.
He's the goat.
Bro, I have a 10 foot.
He's such a fucking great guy, by the
No,
way.
I know.
No,
I
he
can
really
tell.
is. He's.
I have
it's
a-
actually so. I've met a lot of like hyper, like S tier famous people, and it's unfortunate, but it comes with like that level of fame, like that Justin Bieber level of fame. Like a lot of these people are like psyched the fuck out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Not necessarily in a bad way, but like you can tell like the person that you're in front of and talking to and across from is like really out of touch with like reality.
Of course,
and
yeah.
like what it is to be an average human being, which sometimes can be like really fucking like unhealthy and just
Yeah.
weird, right?
Justin Bieber is a good example.
But that motherfucker Drake is like so like he's just like so just a real human. It's weird.
Just
Like,
normal.
It's actually more weird that he's like as normal as he is and as like tapped in. Like he just like
Yeah.
I don't know, when you're talking to this dude, you just feel like you're just talking to a dude.
That's awesome.
I saw a
It
clip of
is
him.
awesome. And he's got that Canadian, like really respectful
Nice.
bit where
Yeah.
he's just like really nice to everyone. And like, it's just like, wow. Like, yeah, this is a good example of how you should fucking just behave as
Yeah.
somebody as big as Drake. I don't know.
That's awesome,
He's the
bro.
GOAT. But we were at this dinner and he was like, should I do like a little after party after? Cash App did this party. He performed, Zach DJ'd. So I have this section and it's me and the girls. So my whole thing was just making sure the girls were having fun, whatever. And then Drake's team was gonna come grab me and walk me to the after party, right? And they did. And I'm standing outside of this fucking after party and it's crowd crush. Everyone's trying to get into this after party.
of course.
And I'm like directing the girls to go in and I'm dead sober. I was like sober for like a month or two at this point. It's right before my dad died too. Again, rock bottom, like
Yeah.
whatever. And this fucking dude, I should have known. He did not look like a Drake fan. He was not at that party. He looked like a dude off the fucking street who just like worked fucking construction all day.
Yeah.
Was bumping into me and my watch got wrapped up in his jacket and I felt it and it
Oh,
popped off and I grabbed it. Like I could feel it, but I was so focused on getting these girls into the party. I grabbed my my watch off my wrist and I put it in my other hand and I put it in my pocket. I direct the girls in. 15 seconds later, I go to pick it out of my pocket. My passport and my watch are gone.
Your passport too?
Yeah, and you could see on the security camera him grab it, pass it to his friend. It was like a ring of people, and like 6 watches got stolen that night.
Dude.
Damn.
It was like they were a professional pickpocket. Like, it was insane.
That had to have been, if they got 6 watches, that had to have accumulated to like $1 million. If they were all richer than
The FBI got in contact with like Tav about it, and it was like nuts. It was like,
Is there any progression in it? Or you're
no, dude.
You kinda just gave up
I had
on
no
it?
insurance on it. Yeah, I just got smoked, dude. I got smoked.
like,
Awful. So it kind of sucked the fun out of watches for me. I have a plan though. I want to somehow get a better version of that watch back.
Yeah, because watches are investments, like watches like that, right?
Yeah, I mean that was like even more so like it had a chrome band on it, and it was
Yeah.
one of none. You know what I mean? It was a unattainable thing. Like you
Fuck,
can't,
man, he
you
came
can't
up.
go just buy that. There was one on Earth. You know what I mean?
Hey, wait, so you've seen Drake play basketball, right? Like clips of him?
Yeah, I know.
You've
he's
seen
into
clips
it.
of me play basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's winning in that 1v1?
I think you could fucking probably hold your own. You could hold your own against anyone.
Yeah.
You start letting them go. That's the thing about having a shot, having a jumper. Like you're liable to beat anybody.
Exactly, because you could just
Sitting
pull up from
outside, you're
deep.
just whapping.
3 threes,
Yeah.
you're already up 6-0 if you're playing 2s and 1s. But yeah, my goal, I'm just
Because
gonna,
he's giving you space. He's not gonna like play hugged
Yeah,
up against
nah.
you. He's got too much pride for that, and it's fucking Drake. He's not gonna go try hard mode. He'll let you take those shots.
Yeah.
You hit fucking 10 in a row, you won.
bro,
You
one of
know
my
what I mean?
biggest goals is to 1v1 him in his basketball court in his Toronto house, bro.
It'll happen.
I'm
That'll
speaking
happen
it out
today.
into
Hey.
existence
Do it.
right now.
That'll happen.
That would be crazy.
I was
go.
gonna say too, bringing it back to accessories and shit. I feel like-
Adonis is probably a fucking fan of you, bro.
How old
Facts.
is he now? Like 5?
I think so.
So give it 3 more years.
Give it 3. Yeah,
Make
I've
sure your
met, you
career
know, like,
lasts for another 4 or 5 years, and he's definitely a fucking fan.
I mean, slowing down to 2 times a week, I don't think it's gonna happen, bro.
no, it will.
No, I'm kidding.
Trust,
I'm kidding.
Little
trust.
baby son watches your videos.
Yeah. Shout out
See?
to Little Baby, bro.
See,
When
there
we
you
met
go.
him in Miami.
That's always been our in. Always the kids.
Always, bro.
Always. It's like, oh, my son's a huge fan. And then,
Always.
dude, and that's, by the way, the best fucking way you could connect with anybody. What does everyone care about more than anything? More than themselves.
Yeah.
More than
Their
money. And specifically their fucking kids.
Dude, I will say, like, a lot of people like have clowned me for still making family friendly content, but bro, to be
Fuck 'em.
honest, like
No, fuck them for sure.
no, like, bro, like I don't see anything wrong with that. It's not like
There's nothing
I'm
wrong.
like
It's actually-
Mickey Mouse family friendly. Like I'm still myself. I simply just bleep out curse words. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I haven't heard or like read those comments a lot recently, but like just because I'm 27 making content like that, I'm not changing who I am. We're just like not cursing up a storm in my videos because I know kids watch my videos.
Yeah, dude, don't.
And I respect it.
Yeah, respect it. Dude.
Bro, my favorite thing.
Play that role. Like,
Yeah.
it's honestly amazing. Like honestly, the amount of degenerate content on the internet in 2024 has never, like, it's insanity that 10-year-old iPad kid is a couple clicks away from watching fucking gangbang porn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's just
That's
like
crazy.
But it's fucking real
Yeah.
too. It's like, dude, don't trip on that. Like,
No,
you're doing
I don't.
You're doing God's work.
I will
honestly.
say, like, because one of the main
Kids
things I
shouldn't be
love,
watching me, and some probably do. And it's
Yeah.
like, and I'm not even really that gnarly. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
just let a couple certain
Let it
words
go.
fucking fly.
Let it go.
and, you know, I'm
but one of my favorite things is when a parent comes up to me and says, like, you're
They
like
appreciate
one of
it.
the only YouTubers I let my kid watch because, like, you know, you don't, I don't know, you set a good example. And that's my thing. I want to be a role model to millions of
And
kids.
homie, at
and
the
like,
end of the day,
and not just kids, like adults
anyone
too.
talking shit could gather every human being they've ever met, and that whole crew ain't going.
They're probably
forever
secretly a
with you.
fan too.
Yeah, facts. Everybody's
Yeah.
always secretly a fan. How many times have you ever gotten fucking a hateful comment in person?
Not that often.
Zero.
Okay, wait, can I bring up one experience?
Literally zero.
Can I bring up one experience?
Tell me.
It was crazy.
What
Tell
are you
me.
gonna talk about?
Target.
Oh, okay, wait.
I talked about this on the
Dude,
Roman Out
what
With
is it?
podcast, bro.
Yeah, I think.
Holy shit, I couldn't believe I heard this. And okay. So I was just meeting fans, right? Because every time I go out in public, it's cool. I run into fans. And then I just hear I hear FaZe Rug, like I hear a girl behind me, she's like, FaZe Rug, you're a beep. It's a maggot.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Straight
yeah.
up,
A
too.
girl
Straight
said
up. A girl.
That is insane.
And I turned around because
she
I
must
was like,
have been
nah.
a nasty ratchet bitch.
It
Can,
was
can we describe her? Like her.
Yeah, she had blue hair. She
Which is kind of contradicts the
Yeah.
maggot word. I feel it. Just,
Yeah.
No, it's crazy, bro. And
It's like,
I
doesn't-
turned around to just make sure I heard it right, and I'm like, wait, what'd you call me?
And it was emphasis on
Bro,
that.
she
F.
repeated it again to my face. Like, honestly, she stood on business. And I was like,
That
wait.
is wild.
I was like, wait, what did I do? She's like, it's a free world. I could say whatever I want. And I'm like, all right. And she just walked
just being
away.
edgy.
She
edgelord.
did stand on it,
Bro,
though.
she said, I will say, I was like,
Just an edgelord, miserable bitch.
Yeah.
dude, I was taken like aback, bro.
Because realistically, he doesn't get that often. Or like we don't
No.
encounter that
Hell
shit.
no.
at
No,
all.
hell no. We barely encounter haters. And sometimes if we do, it's just someone driving by, FaZe Rug, you suck. Like, all right, that's fine. But like, bro, that experience will stick with me forever.
It's something we laugh about.
That shit
so
was
much.
so funny because I'm like, it just threw my vibe off because I'm like, damn, like it wasn't just like FaZe Rug, you suck. FaZe Rug, your videos are ass. It was like an actual slur, bro. I'm like, damn.
Have you ever encountered some shit like that?
Never. No.
Straight
I don't
up.
think
I mean,
anyone would
honest-
say
they're
shit to you in
intimidating,
person.
bro.
God. No,
Hell
no.
no.
The Cloud House original, like there's some videos of this even where kids would come up and
Weren't
looking
you
back
throwing
on it,
shit out the balcony?
yeah, like old candle jars off people's fucking cars and
You're
shit.
crazy,
But they
bro.
were bumping every day, bro, outside the crib for fucking an hour straight. It's like, you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Looking back, like these kids are trying to go viral. They're trying to make videos, whatever. It was like, I don't think it was like super like
That's wild. I do want to bring it back though, like I was saying. I feel like
actually no shit. I have to tell this story.
okay, go ahead.
Go.
One time, right after me and Alyssa broke up, there was a girl working like a party, like door list, like list, bracelets, you know the deal. Like,
Yeah.
like the entrance to a party. And it was like Halloween time, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. And this woman just looks at me and looks me dead in the face and she's just like, you're fucking disgusting. And like it was like in the middle of me and Alyssa like beefing,
Of
whatever.
course,
and like
yeah.
she was definitely like a hardcore like Alyssa fan. And I was just like taken back by it. And I probably said some words to her. It was probably a thing, but that stands out. That happened.
disgusting's a word.
Yeah,
for
she was
sure.
like, you're fucking disgusting.
Damn.
I was like,
Maybe it was more
there
like
was
a
split
compliment.
second. There was a
You're
split
like,
second where I was like, no, it wasn't like, oh, those shoes are disgusting.
It was
bro. Those
more
are
like-
fire. Like
But she
yeah,
looked
it
you up and down.
yeah, it was one of those like you know what I mean? Yeah, no, it was foul.
All right,
But,
that's not bad.
No, it
It was
wasn't. It
okay.
wasn't the worst.
In
thing
the
world.
midst of some drama, you know,
Yeah.
it happens.
For a split second, I'm like, what is this girl's issue? And then I'm like, I'm going through some shit right now.
Yeah,
Like, it
yeah.
might have something to do with that.
Makes
yeah.
sense.
I was gonna say like back to talking about accessories, clothes. I feel like you're really into fashion.
Dude.
I like clothes. I like certain like
Just art, though.
I like
Chrome
collecting
arts.
shit. I like
Yeah.
collecting shit. Yeah, I'm like a little bit of a Chrome bot these days. But it's funny. I was never big on Chrome, like ever. I actually don't think I owned one piece of Chrome, anything, until I met the family, until I met shout out Cage, Christian,
Damn.
and Matty Boy, and the boys, and Marcelo. And I met these guys just through my little LA adventures. And actually, it's crazy. My first piece of Chrome Hearts was that fucking watch. And I didn't realize how insane it was until like Boat calls me and Bert calls me and people are like, how the fuck did you get that? That's insane. And, like,
Yeah.
all these like fan pages start posting it. And there's obviously like this crazed fan base around this like brand. And like, I never really like got sucked into it or noticed it or understood it until I got close with their family. And one fond memory I have of them and like just how they move and why I feel like, you know, their family and their values and like who they are bleeds so through to like the service of their brand, which is everything. And it's like something I like aim to like to apply, like just that type of vibe. It's just,
Yeah.
They just do it so right. It's like I went to a birthday party at their house and their whole family's there and like
That's
they're
awesome.
not getting lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
Like,
Humble beginnings.
money and like shit like that. Like it changes people and just like to see that is like, oh, it's possible. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah.
very, very family first. And it's like, they really don't give a fuck about like who you are, what you're doing. It's like they fuck with their people and it's just cool. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah, of course.
They don't sell out. It's just like, it means more, their brand means more to them than money. And anytime that's like where your fucking head's at and your heart's at, I feel like it always takes you, it always leaves room to go to that other level. Like that, like,
100%.
and now they're like the fucking like marquee, like there really isn't like a lot of like luxury, like American made brands, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
LVMH, like Louis
all
Vuitton
European.
and Dior. And yeah, there's no like Chrome is like the like You know what I
Sought
mean?
after.
I fuck with Chrome Hearts.
I bring
Chrome's
this
awesome.
up for the fact that I feel like you two played huge influences in people and how they dressed. Because I feel like
Me?
you had Loose Change, you had Gucci.
Loose
I did
change.
have I did have a Gucci phase.
Yeah.
That was bad. Hey, just because you got money doesn't mean, that you could rock a fit like that. Bro, I did not look good in Gucci,
He was-
bro.
he
But
was
I
wearing
did
That was
the
the, that was
tracksuits.
the two we were all doing. I had the Gucci strap bag and the fucking
Yeah.
Supreme fucking hat
How
on.
much did Rice play a factor in that?
Oh, I was gonna say that earlier. I was gonna say shout out to Rice Gum because he got me into my first ever Hype Beast clothing. I bought a Bape shirt because of Rice Gum. So
I mean,
Rice Gum, I love you.
100% played a role in it. Like, again, like that was like very relevant. Gucci, LV, Supreme, Bape, I would say, are probably like the 4 Off-White. Those are like
Off-White
the
was
5.
crazy.
That's the top 5 2016, 2017, 2018 brands. Like that
Yeah.
era, like that was
was
what
crazy.
That's what you were buying and dressing.
And they still didn't let me film in the Gucci store every time I went.
Unfortunate.
Even recently.
I snuck it a couple times.
Dude, tell him what happened.
Okay.
No, because this actually was crazy.
So I don't know if it's because obviously his status or because I'm just good at finessing. Maybe both. He walks in with a big ass camera in Gucci.
No.
Sorry. I walk in with a big ass camera into Gucci, vlogging, fucking showing the clothes. He walks in with his small G7X. They tell him, "Hey, stop fucking."
But
filming
they
right
didn't
now."
tell Noah to stop.
I was
But he
filming
had
the
his
employees.
big
That was
camera.
whole combos on camera, just
Bro,
like
and
just
that
running
happens
it.
a lot. Every time we go out to film, everyone always like tells me not to film.
I
But
feel like
then,
you're targeted.
yeah, and then anytime Noah goes out to film, I'm like, wait, you filmed there? Like, you obviously got told to stop. He's like, nah, like it was smooth. I don't know why. Like, is it just because they
Behave.
know who I am
Some
and they
people
kind of
are,
want?
some people are a little. He's obviously. You're also the camera guy, right? So like you over the years you're like in flow state with the camera. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm pretty good at finessing that shit too, and there is a
Yeah.
lot of finesse to it. It's like having that like
You got to play into it.
also too like that aura of like I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be doing this. Like you're not
Yeah.
gonna tell me shit, and just having that like kind of radiate off
See,
your
the thing
body.
that sucks is he has it, but it's just like they'll always go to him no matter what.
Hey, wait, hold up. Speaking of aura, bro, you have like so much motion in
W
LA.
motion. I just saw this
No,
clip.
I'm being serious. I really wanted to bring it up. Like, how did that even like? Was it like? Did it start from the Clout House?
Wait,
and it
what's
just
the
carried
question?
On? Like, just how you have so much motion in LA, where everyone kind of goes to you for like the parties and like
It's
just
funny 'cause
connections.
Cutie Cinderella, they just did that streamer games thing with Ludwig, and she got all my tattoos.
Oh, I saw that.
And Lud is interviewing the FaZe team for it. And she's like, yeah, I'm standing in for FaZe Banks, W Motion, W Aura, W. And it's honestly such a funny clip. She's actually the GOAT for that. It's funny. But the question you just asked, for sure. I mean, so that's kind of, I've always been me. Like, I'm just a different version of me, but like, I love like party culture. I love a good high school, like fucking, not anymore. But I love, like a house party, like that vibe.
Project
just bringing
X
people
vibes.
together and fucking ripping. Like I've always loved that. And then you just like, again, we stay ourselves, just elevated, more
Yeah.
mature, forwarded versions, right?
Yeah, because I feel like although you didn't post on YouTube as much, like you still maintained your like relevancy through that.
So one of my big strategy moving to LA, I've always been good at networking with people and making friends with people and that. So what did we have in LA when we moved here? I spent all my money and blew the whole clip on a fucking mansion, right?
Yeah.
And that's something that's like something that people desire for and it's can be of use. And
Yeah.
you know, Playboy Cardi shot his fucking album cover in there. And
Crazy.
fucking we also had his birthday party there. That's
where I met you.
And 21 Savage lived right next
Clout
door.
House, yeah.
Yeah, 21, such a legendary fucking time
Bro.
and spot. But like, that's what I had to offer. So I went around LA and fucking pretty much threw parties every night. And like, that's how I built this network. And
That's
when you have a
dope.
network and when you have something like that, it's really easy to like take something, like being resourceful and like using what you have as leverage to get other things or like trading favors. I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Yeah.
You can use my fucking car this week if you let me use yours next week type shit. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And like a lot of that, like I'm applying to kind of how FaZe is moving right now too. We're like, yo, we'll do this for you, you do this for us, and just being scrappy and fucking resourceful and not spending a bunch of money. It was like, now I had this thing that I could use to like market certain shit. Or Rice Gum was staying in LA for a weekend. He came for a fucking weekend. I'll never forget this. I went to Target and got a little light, an R-shaped light to put next to his bed, a basket of candy and Ciroc and shit, and set it up like a fucking hotel room in there.
That's awesome.
And like
man.
he came and never left. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
Like, now we have a fucking Rice Gum. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Now I'm fucking vlogging. Now I'm fucking dating Alyssa. Now,
Yeah.
now
It just happened
and then before
naturally.
you know it, like you're the guys and like whatever. And then yeah, I ran away from the fucking YouTube shit because it wasn't my thing, but I still lived in LA and I still
Exactly.
knew all these people and I
All
still
the
had this
people you networked
reputation
with.
for doing these things. And like, again, yeah, I guess like that's just, I've been here for a pretty considerable amount of time now. It's like
Yeah.
almost 7-8 years.
Crazy,
So it's
man.
like
Do you ever see yourself leaving?
never LA, man. This is my home, dude. Like
Yeah.
I feel more at home here than I do when I go back to Boston, which is crazy. Like I couldn't ever imagine not having a base here. Like I'll always have
Of course.
a base here.
You'll definitely always have a house here.
For sure. I'll never not be able to call this place home, or at least
Yeah.
partially. You know what I mean? I also do think like a lot of people who grow up in LA are very forward in a lot of ways as far as like, just like, I don't know, you can meet a fucking 20-year-old person in LA that knows way more about the world, and especially the industries and markets that are relevant to what we do, like than, you know, fucking 50-year-old people in fucking any other part of the world, because it just happens
Yeah.
in LA, you know? Like, and it's very acceptable to have like a dreamer mindset in LA. Everyone here has a dream. Everyone here is working on something. Everyone here, you know what I mean? Like the barista at Starbucks has her fucking bikini line, and it's just
Yeah,
like,
that
It's
is
about
true.
sourcing out the
that's such
real
a
ones.
normal thing.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, it's not like that.
No.
Like not even close to being like that. So I want my kids to be like that, and I'm going to teach them to be like that. And like, yeah, I don't know. It's
Speaking
like,
of kids, when we get in baby number 1,
I don't know, man. I definitely want a kid. I just don't want to have a kid with a random fucking girl. I want to have a kid with a woman who's going to be a great mom.
Of course,
So
of course.
I'm not going to rush to it.
don't rush it,
I'm
man.
super fucking busy right now, but I'm definitely as far as the version of me that I am right now, I'm the most proud of him, and I think I'm the best version of myself that's ever existed.
Yeah, congrats on that.
And I think thank you.
Congrats,
And
bro.
I think apart from like being so fucking stressed on time and energy with work shit, I think I'm definitely in a place like mentally to fucking have kids. So who knows? It's just it's a timing thing.
So
It's-
happy for you, bro. Seriously.
I love you guys.
Hey, love you too.
How many do you both want?
For
I just
me-
want one good one. But I'll take two or three could be cool.
Solid.
I was gonna say 2 for me is like my max.
I need one boy for sure.
Yeah.
What if you just keep getting like?
It would,
don't wanna-
it would honestly, karmatically, it would make so much fucking sense in my life. Like it would.
Yeah.
I'm praying for a boy. I would love to have a little me to be able to shape and mold
go.
and carry the fucking torch and like, yeah.
Your
Hell
guys'
yeah.
kids are gonna be fucking.
Our
close.
kids are gonna be the coolest
I
fucking
want-
kids in the
dude,
world. We're the
they
fucking
need to be
FaZe
close.
dads. What the fuck?
They need to be
Your
close.
fucking friends are gonna be tripping.
Yeah.
Your dad's fucking FaZe rug. What?
It's like Jaden Smith, Will Smith.
No, seriously though.
That's sick, bro.
yeah, our kids are gonna be
Actually.
at basketball camp together and shit. It's gonna be
Yes,
tight.
bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Going to sports academy.
I'm sure I've talked to you about this, but like I'm really heavy into investing.
I know you are, and I'm so proud of you for
Dude,
that.
I do-
Early, when you first started making money, you were buying up houses and shit.
Yup,
You're
yup.
the fucking goat for that, and you're very, very smart for that.
Thank you, bro.
And it speaks to, again, like, thank God you stayed in San Diego next to your family. When you're in that environment, I would imagine it's not the easiest thing in the world to fucking spend a bunch of money. You don't have all, like, the bullshit. You
Yeah.
don't have the fucking, let's jump on a private jet and go to fucking Vegas. And you're like, I made fucking $200K this month, so I guess I could. Like, you know what I mean?
I just recently opened escrow on another 18 unit
You're
apartment
ridiculous.
complex.
Playing Monopoly,
You're ridiculous.
actually.
So right now,
if it
bro,
all fails for me, just let me post up in a crib.
I got
That's
you, bro.
all.
Come on.
If
It's
I-
not going to fail, though. Don't say
I
that.
know.
But listen, Bang, so I'm into real estate.
Yeah,
Do
big
you
time.
do real estate or are you just mainly crypto?
You know, I don't. I stick to what I know. And I'm honestly like, I've gotten this reputation for being like investment guy and like finance guy. I'm really not. Like, I'm really, really not. I got really lucky creeping into like the crypto scene
Yeah.
through the NFT shit. Cause again, clothes, art, collecting, whatever. It made so
That's
much
you.
sense to me, skins in a video game. And I did really well. And I looked crazy at the beginning, wound up looking like a genius and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, then you're at the top of this like CT, by the way, shout out CT, shout out everybody in crypto Twitter. It's such a fucking insane place. And, you know, over the last, you know, several years, I've gotten to a place where I've been accepted with open arms by these people. I'm one of the only fucking influencer, like
That's
guys who
crazy.
do what we do, who's super prominent and active in these communities, who doesn't like totally LARP the shit. I've never dropped anything for sale. Like I've never done a mint or any sort of like token drop or any of that shit. I've played it all 100% the way that anybody should.
What's the demographic in the crypto world?
rich fucking people. Rich people.
It's just rich
it's
older.
broke people can get into it too. No, but that's what I'm saying. It's richer, younger people. There are obviously some more like traditional finance guys who dabble in crypto and like involve themselves in CT. But no, it's like the rich youth. It's like rich, forward tech, internet people. Which you know me, I'm like that for me.
That's your world.
Kept me engaged after the NFT bubble kind of popped. I'm still like super tied in and engaged with that.
Yeah.
I live with Cross, who's an amazing guy. He handles all my deal flow. We're making money in our sleep.
That's
type
sick.
shit, and we're positioned very, very well as far as FaZe goes. Dude, when the fucking FaZe reset happened, again, shout out crypto Twitter. You guys all know who you are. Frank, D-Gods, Thread Guy, Leap, Cross, all you guys. I fucking love you guys to death. These guys were the ones who came out and were in the trenches with me when everybody was calling me fucking retarded and insane for fucking blowing up the FaZe shit and firing people and kicking people from the roster. Like, these guys
They knew.
really came through for me and like supported it and like still continue to support it. Like,
That's
a lot of those
awesome.
guys came and watched me fucking whoop Nade Shot's ass. Like,
Oh, dude, that was insane.
they're so sick. But like crypto gaming, bro, like that shit's the future. Like think of a world where GTA servers have millions of people on it, on the main server. They all pay, you know, a fucking subscription fee to be in this world. Half that money goes into a liquidity pool for a token, a GTA in-game currency that you can start businesses with and buy clothes with
Damn.
and do all that shit. Boom, there you go. Crypto gaming. Now there's this like currency that's tradable and touchable that you can invest in. We can sit all day on our computers and exist in a separate alternate world, Grand Theft Auto, and create lives for ourselves and businesses.
Is it
you could run the biggest clothing outlet in GTA. You know what I mean?
So is crypto gaming a thing yet or no?
No, it's definitely not a thing yet,
Okay.
but it's going to be. Like,
Especially
I know
with GTA
it's gonna
6.
take take something like a GTA 6
Yeah.
to come out and embrace that tech, which it's genius tech and it's what the future will look like in a world. The ultimate vision for FaZe is to be the Nike, you know, that swoosh, that fucking logo, that iconic logo, to be what that represents in traditional, you know, culture and fucking in sports culture and internet culture and video games and gaming and esports. And I could see it. I could see it on billboards in fucking worlds like that. Ready Player One, like that's the fucking
That's
vibe.
crazy.
And just know, dude, I've been fucking FaZe has by proxy been a very prominent, relevant brand that people are rooting for, that the powers that be in crypto are rooting for. And when the time is right, it's all about timing.
Of course.
It's all about fucking not blowing your load. It's all about staying true to what you actually fucking want to do. It's less about money and more about brand and culture. And like, if I've proved anything over the last 3-4 months with this FaZe shit, is that's clearly the way.
Oh yeah.
You know?
So do you still own CryptoPunks?
Yeah, I have a zombie. I have like a fucking
Is it one? You have one?
I have a 7-figure CryptoPunk. The market's pretty fucking rough right now.
7-figure?
Damn.
Wait,
Yeah.
okay. What did you buy it for?
I traded it for some other ones.
Okay. Because I'm like not
But the value that I got it at was probably around 1.5, I would say.
1.5 mil.
Yeah.
And then now it's worth what?
Probably around $1 million. It's there hasn't been any zombie sales.
So it's going down?
CryptoPunks are going down. Yes. I mean, crypto in general is kind of like it's
At like a flat
the market's
line right
not
now?
super bullish right now. As far as NFTs goes, everything's basically zero except for punks. I still think punks are $1 million assets.
Damn.
I'll say it again. This is my own opinion. It's something that intersects with like internet culture, crypto specifically, obviously, but also like art. Like these things
Collectibles.
were dropped for free in 2017, golden era, and were relatively undiscovered and trading for pennies up until like the big boom. And now it's like, you know, every NFT after it was like a ripoff from it. And like, anytime that's the case with anything, it's just like, how can this thing not be like, especially in a world like that, Ready Player One, GTA, like
100%.
when somebody's able to walk around as one of these things and like,
That's
whoa,
crazy.
like,
so you think that's the future of crypto? Gaming?
I think gaming and AI are the two big ones, yeah.
Okay.
And just disrupting the fucking financial, the traditional financial structure. We don't trade goats for fucking milk anymore. We don't use shekels. We don't fucking, you know what I mean? We don't use gold bars and trade gold and silver anymore.
Rupees.
We use US dollars.
Yeah.
And now the time for that has fucking come to an end too. Like there needs to be a better system, and this just is a better system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The taxi industry doesn't love Uber, right? And the fucking the fucking Domino's delivery driver doesn't like the Postmates guy. You know what I'm saying? That's just that's
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? Newspapers don't love fucking the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How did you get into that world though?
It was Gary,
2017?
Gary V called me and was just like, CryptoPunks, whatever, skins in a video game. And I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. And my heart's racing and I spent $20,000 on this thing. I'm like,
get
So you already had that jump from like Counter-Strike and everything.
yeah, it's just like, it just
Dude.
made so much sense to me.
CS
I
was
already
the
knew
best.
like something that's so alien and weird to the average person. Like, you fucking spent how much money on a skin in a video game? What? Like, that stuff already made so much sense to me.
Bro, remember we used to play CS all the time and we used to screen share us opening cases.
Yeah,
and
so
I have a
sick.
video on my channel now where I unboxed 2 knives in
So insane.
one session, bro. And
So
like
insane.
you, I think Fakey was in there too, bro. You guys were just freaking out. One of them was on my last case too. I missed
Insane.
that time era, bro.
So good.
Yeah.
Have you touched the new Counter-Strike at all? Even looked at it?
And you don't want to? Because I play all the time still.
I don't have a problem. After this secret room fucking stream setup, I definitely plan on
yes.
BO6. I need to be fucking ready for that. I definitely need my room done by BO6.
Yeah.
Have
Bro,
to.
but BO6 comes out soon.
I know.
Like
fuck.
in like 2 months.
We're gonna have
Get
to
to
talk
work.
off cam about.
Yeah, we gotta
what's
speed
next.
up the secret room stuff. But real quick, have you tried my new candy?
I have.
Do you like it?
I love it.
Yes.
I think
Which one have
I
you
think you're-
tried?
I think you're killing it. The gummy worms, the peach rings.
Yes,
they're all
sir.
over the house at the crib.
Because
so.
you brought up about like disrupting, and like
Yeah.
that's what we're pretty much trying to do in the candy business.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to disrupt everything. Like we're
You're
not trying to
you guys are
drop,
offering something brand new, which is a huge
Yeah.
fucking thing.
bro. The freeze dried candy is going
Are
crazy.
people
and-
liking it?
Oh yeah, bro.
It's doing
So
well?
we
Good.
expanded into an additional 1,400 WalMarts. So we're in a total of like 4,000 WalMarts. There's only like 4,500 in the US. We just moved over to like end caps because, bro, the demand was crazy. We've been selling out
amazing.
in all Walmarts. Like
Good.
people have been fucking with it. Thank you guys for showing
Hell
your
yeah.
support on 1UP. Because
Keep doing that. This motherfucker deserves it. And again, it's not easy to disrupt industries, especially an industry like candy.
It's hard,
And something
yeah.
like this concept, like, you know me, I love the wacky, weird, creative shit. And it's not one of those. It's not like a what's the word? When it's like a superficial stunt that you're pulling, it's like a gimmick. It's not a
Yeah.
gimmick. It's actually a good product. So
thank
it's
you, bro.
like, yeah, hell
Wait,
yeah.
can I get a bag real quick? Just get me whichever one. Yeah.
What's your favorite one?
Toss the watermelon ones,
Oh, I need to try that.
bro.
You haven't tried the watermelon?
Watermelons, my watermelon
Bro.
Sour Patch Kids are my favorite
Oh, dude, you'll love
candy
this.
of all time.
I'll get the. Is that gummy bites?
Listen, watermelon clears.
So like, bro, like,
Does it?
For me, I love it with tahini and like chamoy and
oh,
shit,
wow.
Hispanic.
Wow.
bro,
know what I'm
in
saying?
general, like, just they killed it on the branding. It's something that stands out
it's
in the
killing it.
stores, and like, it's very advanced. You know, we put a lot of effort into like
One
the
Up is
packaging.
such a good fucking name too.
1UP, baby. See, you had to throw in gaming in there.
You had
Keep
to.
that with my roots, but
Yeah, no, 100%. I love that you do that. By the way, it's really important.
yeah. All right,
And
let's
it
hear
makes
the
it
crunch.
makes the OGs feel like you care about them.
Yeah,
Sticking
and
to
every
your
time we
roots.
do new drops, like you're pretty much 1UPing, you're level up.
Always one up in
Cheers,
the
my brother.
competition.
All right, cheers.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's the watermelon, man.
This is the one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You said what my favorite was, bro. It changes all the
bro,
time.
hey, hey,
what the fuck
listen.
are you doing, bro?
This is the one.
Let me have one.
This is insane.
You want to try this one? Have you tried this?
Oh, those are crazy too, actually. Swap them.
So one thing, they do get stuck in your teeth a little, but that's like all freeze dried. But kids like that, I feel like.
Fuck it.
Did you ever do the challenge or no?
I don't think so.
Sour challenge?
But the gummy challenge isn't a thing anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of people still think that, but it's not. But yeah, man. If you guys haven't tried 1UP, check your local Walmart. They're actually fire.
As soon as I put it in my mouth too, reminiscent of Pop Rocks.
Ooh,
That one.
yes, bro.
Get a bag of red Pop Rocks and do a side by side.
Yeah, so bro, like those ones used to be my least favorite, and then now they're in my top 2. Like I don't know why it changes like every month. Like I liked lemon tops first, then I liked watermelon, then gummy worms. Like it just changes.
But
yeah.
are all the different colors, different flavors?
Yeah. Nah, they've been killing it. Shout out 1UP Candy, man.
Hell yeah. You like all your partners and stuff?
Yeah. We're doing a good job.
Oh, yeah, these are fire too. This is the one though.
Dude,
for
thank
me.
you, bro. Thank you. Hell
My
yeah.
favorite candy of all time is watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
Yes, bro. It reminds you of it?
Yeah.
Just crunchy.
It's just a whole different experience. There aren't a lot of like crunchy candies.
Yeah.
Like
That's facts.
the consistency of like chips, like this is the consistency of like a fucking cheesy puff. I remember now it's so obvious because I've eaten them so many times. But before I ever tried one, I didn't know what to expect with it. And I'm like, is that gonna work? And it just works. Like I don't know how to explain it. It just
That's
works.
what we meant about like disrupting the candy
Yeah.
industry, you know? Just trying something like that.
Shit's eat like there are hard candies, but there are candies that have to kind of melt away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then there's like obviously the softer like gelatin candies and then,
Gummies.
then you have like the
Yeah.
chocolates and shit. But there's not really any candy that I can think of besides this that has this consistency.
Hell yeah,
There's
bro.
not a single one, right?
There
a
we go.
statement.
Thank you.
That's cool.
So one thing I like to do to end off the podcast is to ask the fans to ask us questions. So we
Love it.
posted on the Instagram. We got some questions. Noah, if you want to tee it up.
It's always good to get some input. All right. Do you plan on more haunted content with the new FaZe members, potentially even live streams?
100%. We're actually planning one. We're planning a full haunted video or live stream. We don't know which one yet with
Maybe
the new
both.
FaZe guys.
Maybe both.
Yeah, at the
Let
same
them
like
stream
live
it,
stream.
you do the
Dude, it would be crazy because I've been to a haunted place with Lacey and Adapt, but Lacey and Ron came to my house and we also did a haunted
Dude, haunted
investigation.
with Ron would be so fun.
Bro, you don't
you
understand.
gotta
He
get
was
Silky in there too.
yeah, because bro, Ron was like fucking with the spirit and he left legitimately traumatized. Like Ron left my house, like he made me sage him down. And
So
not on some
funny.
troll shit. Like off camera, he was like, "Oh, do you have sage or something?" And I'm like, "Yeah," because bro, he was like cussing out the ghost. And like I told him not to fuck with that. Do you believe in ghosts?
I definitely believe that we know about 0.01% about the universe around us.
Yeah.
A earthworm doesn't see the world that we see it.
Yeah.
It can't see gravity. It can't measure fucking light. It doesn't know what red or blue is. These things are obviously very real.
Yeah.
But it's not equipped to see it. I think it's kind of like along those lines. There's got to be a million fucking things. Bro, there's probably energy traveling between us
Yeah.
that you could see if you were just a little smarter. Or
Yeah.
Like the difference between an earthworm and us. Imagine that difference up. Like what?
Yeah.
How do they see?
Expanded.
How do they see shit?
True.
They might
Yeah.
be fucking dapping ghosts up and shit.
But bro,
you
there
know?
was like so many things happening because I have like legit ghost equipment and Ron was like interacting with the spirit and like he felt so uneasy that he legitimately got scared. So by the end of it, he was like,
the Lacey "Somebody Smells Like Shit" ghost clip is
That
one
was-
of my favorites of all time.
said
I hope
somebody?
that went ultra viral.
It did.
Did it good?
Said somebody?
It needed to.
smells like shit. That was during the
Somebody
Estes method. That's
smells. And then he
starts laughing.
He does the
He teed
iconic
it up.
Lacey laugh, like
Bro.
shit. He crushed that.
nah,
dude.
but yeah, no, I am planning on doing a haunted video with all the FaZe guys.
If the stars ever aligned, would you join along?
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm all about stars aligning.
Come
They
on,
gotta
bro.
align.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be nuts. Okay, cool.
For you, I'm with whatever. You already know that.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Thoughts on the interns killing it, Banks?
Oh my god, the interns are everything to me.
Bro,
They're
the base
best.
interns
It's
are
so good.
die hard.
So I had this idea not too long ago. I think we started this shit like what, 2 months ago, maybe? I actually don't know. But kind of right around the time with the reboot, whatever. I honestly didn't even really know what a Twitter community was before I really like had to dive in with the Twitch stream guys. And
Yeah.
they kind of operate as like, it's like today's like Reddit. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
Reddit community or like Discord community. It's just better. Like Twitter comms are fucking goated.
I need to make
Do you
one.
not have one?
I don't.
Honestly,
I don't know
you
where to
should.
start.
You should. He's gonna have one by the time this video goes out, and you
I
should all
want
go
to.
join it. Yeah.
How do I do it? Is it easy?
So most people, like I don't make videos or tweet. Most people's Twitter comms go crazy like while they're live. It like operates as kind of like a more like refined chat or like you know
Yeah.
people are sharing memes in it. Like you can't share pictures and like memes and like links and shit in a chat, like a Twitch chat, but you obviously can on Twitter. It's like a personalized group chat and you can tweet in it without it going to your like main feed.
Yeah,
It's
just post-
honestly goated. So I made this because I wanted to start influencing like our fans to help like rebrands and marketing and like all this shit. And I called it interns because nobody's getting paid. I've done a lot of like little like paid
Giveaways and stuff?
Not giveaways, but like contests, like
Okay.
who could do the best this or who could get the most views on something or whatever. And we paid out like fucking probably like 20 G's, 20, 30 G's in
Damn.
the interns. But most of these guys are all happy to do shit for fucking free.
Yeah.
It's
Which
a
is
cool
something
community.
which is something I've pitched to like our fucking like our boards and all these people who used to own and control this company. Like, dude, you guys are overpaying people who know nothing about FaZe.
And
or
they
the
probably
internet.
thought it was a horrible idea.
And there's fucking kids who would like fucking die for this shit. Like,
Yeah.
who would die to have a job here. And I want to get to a point where I'm pretty much exclusively hiring people out of the interns. Like,
Wow.
and that's like the vibe, dude.
That's
like,
huge.
People graduating from interns to that. People potentially joining fucking FaZe out of shit like that. Like, just
Damn.
creating a real community and culture. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
That's awesome.
it's and people are using it's operating exactly the way I wanted it to, and it's cool that people got it because now people are connecting with each other. Like an artist will connect with somebody who makes beats and they'll work together. Like,
Dude,
yo,
what?
does anybody have somebody who knows how to do this? And it's like, I know how to do that. And like,
Yeah.
they're creating a network. Or like the guys went to that DreamCon thing and they found like camera guys for their streams in the intern shit.
See?
You know what I mean? It's like the perfect place. Like you could go and tap it. I think, didn't you like,
I'm an intern.
didn't you tap into it for something or no? Or am I,
Yeah.
who, did you?
No, I'm in your interns.
Yeah,
I think
no,
I'm a mod.
But
I
I'm
don't
saying
know.
somebody like tapped in. People are tapping in left and right for like certain shit. Like I need a camera
Yeah.
guy. I need an editor or whatever. Oh, Apex did like a video in there asking for help with like his YouTube channel and
Oh.
shit and like a couple.
So if I
other-
need help with something, like let's say like I need some like stream help, like
dude,
I
it's
could
the
post it
best.
on the
It's-
interns?
It's such a productive community. It's actually the best thing ever. It's fucking genius.
I will
It's-
say I met 5 of your interns
Yeah.
at the party.
Yeah.
And dude,
Only one was supposed to come to, you know me. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
fuck
hard
it.
for me to, especially somebody who's willing to, dude, one of these fucking kids has a picture of my fucking
bro,
face tattooed.
I
on
have
his-
it recorded
By a
because when he
legendary
showed
artist
me,
too, right?
Yeah, no, it's Mash Cow. I have Larry Bird on the back of my
Damn.
face. Same artist. It's honestly a ridiculously sick
it's a
piece.
crazy tattoo, bro.
And you don't know what to expect with these people, but then you meet them and like, I fuck with that kid. He's dope.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. It's
Hey, rug interns coming soon.
yeah,
Because
it's-
that actually
it's
inspired
a
me.
great idea. It's a
Yeah.
great idea.
Okay. You think one of them would ever possibly join FaZe?
Yeah, no, I just said that. I fucking why not? You know what
Yeah?
I mean? Why not? It's
You got the vision.
if it's right, it's right. Anybody
Exactly.
can fucking join FaZe, bro. Like
Yeah.
we've had look at Sensei and Cheo, people like that. You know, it's like
Kind of
it's-
like what you said earlier about like the AMP vibes. Like it's like they're like a family.
Yeah.
But like FaZe, you could actually like have.
it's
people
attainable.
join.
It's possible.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't want to like dangle this carrot or have it be this thing that like is dangled in front of people. Like there's only a reserved number of places in FaZe. There is no answer on like how do I join FaZe? There's no answer. It's
Yeah.
just like you almost have to be fucking chosen by the aliens and ascend to the you know what I mean? It's just like it's true. It's
Yeah.
like it's you're abducted and yeah. But
I respect it.
but no, why not? Of
Yeah.
course. I'd honestly be surprised if somebody got to that point to join FaZe and wasn't like in an like, dude, I have like random people like I'm an intern. Like it's like insane. I don't know. And like I think we're at like I think we just hit 36,000 interns and it's like a lot of these like streamers who've been streaming for years and like this is where like their core community hangs out. Like that number's pretty big.
and
Like,
you just go on your Twitter and you just like, how do you join it? Is
I
it like a
tweeted
tab?
it all day. And
Oh,
I
okay.
look through it all day. I look in Banks interns more than I look on my main,
main feed?
by a lot too. Like
That's
And
awesome,
like
man.
I have an iMessage group chat with like 20 people that I pulled from there, and they help me with captions and clip shit and edit.
Low key, bro, that's such a smart idea. Because
It's creating
sometimes
opportunities.
I want to
It's
post an
crazy,
Instagram
right?
picture and I'm like, fuck, what do I caption this? I feel like they would help me.
100%.
Damn. Okay.
and
okay.
tweets can go viral from it. Like I'll post and just talk to them, but then I wake up and it has 20K likes and fucking they're all quote tweeting it out into the real Twitter, and it's not on my timeline.
Does
It's
that help you get more interns from them sharing it?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But like we keep the vibe in there really like like it's obvious that it's a productive vibe.
Yeah.
Like everyone wakes up in the morning and is like, what's on the agenda today? What are we working on today, boys?
Damn.
It's like sick. It's like it's honestly a very like it's one of those
fucking
things.
sick.
It's what I imagine like the dream of like all these paid fucking courses from these gurus, like these like entrepreneur gurus. Like that's the vibe that they're trying to like sell you on. Like you can come get it for free.
Like new age
Banks
college.
interns. No facts though. Like kids are in there learning.
That's actually cool.
Learning,
That's some shit. Like
grinding.
if I wasn't where I am today and I was like a 15-year-old kid, I would probably join Banks interns,
Bro.
Like just to learn
I
some
love
shit.
that. I love that. Yeah. Because that's what I'm saying too. It offers something different. It's like most of these other comms are just like communities, like fan communities, or whatever. I feel like there's more than enough of that on the internet. This has an actual purpose. Like this is like, this could exist without me and it should exist without me. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But it's just on brand with the CEO,
Mm-hmm.
interns, like it's a fucking Xbox dashboard is the way it's branded. And it's
Yeah.
like, welcome, like the little description is like, welcome to my office. I'm looking for young, hungry internet kids like that.
fire.
And that's really it. That's
Hell
really
yeah,
it.
man. Shout out to the Banks interns, for
The
real.
interns is good. It's taking a life of its own, and that was the vision. It's happening quick. We're speed running everything, man.
Last but certainly not least, what's your favorite thing to do in your free time when you're not working? I want to ask both of you that.
That doesn't exist right now for me.
You're on just
In
grind
the last
mode.
3-4 months, it just simply does not exist for me. I
Damn.
mean,
Like you don't have one day to yourself where you're like, you know
at
what?
nighttime, I won't front. Like I like you work in a fucking male-dominated industry all day long. It's like video games and streaming and crypto, and it's boys. You're with the boys all fucking day. The way I like to de-stress and balance it out and keep myself fucking sane. I like to go
Get some
to
females.
dinners with one or two homies and a bunch of girls. I like
on.
that. I like the feminine energy.
Simple
They're
man.
soft. They're
Yeah.
sweet.
You gotta
they don't
switch
give
it
a
up.
fuck about anything that everybody else cares about. Like they don't know what fucking Valorant is. And they're not asking me. They're asking me what I think about Ethereum. Like, you know what I mean?
Wait,
It's just,
that's
like,
hilarious.
They just want to dance and have fun and eat good
Yeah.
food. And like, yeah, I'll dabble in that. A lot less these days. It's a lot more controlled and focused.
Yeah.
And I am using it more as like therapy than like just like mindless fucking fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
That's
guess that.
cool,
I
man.
guess that.
Yeah. I guess for me, I just like playing video games and basketball.
Yeah.
I will say that's like
Simple,
my,
man.
aside from work, is just after we film, go shoot around a little bit, maybe go to the gym with my brother. And then at night, just CS.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Counter-Strike, man.
Some things just never change. It's one of those things like it's a good metaphor for like money like isn't everything. It really isn't. Like it's like
Yeah.
you can be a billionaire. At the end of the day, you like what you like, and like fulfillment comes in
Yeah.
very simple forms, in the simplest kinds of forms. Human connection and things like playing basketball and just
Yeah.
video games with your boys and your family. And
I'm looking to travel more though, because I don't travel.
I refuse to travel unless I absolutely have to.
I just don't like it for
But
some
it's always
reason.
great, isn't it? You travel and you always learn something or meet somebody,
Perspective.
and like, yeah, it is important. Like,
Yeah.
you definitely don't want to be in a position where you're on your deathbed and you haven't seen any part of the world besides where you grew up. Like, me
Yeah.
too. But I can relate to you. It's to get me on a fucking airplane and go somewhere.
Dude,
like,
I just don't
it has
like
to strictly
flights.
be. Me neither, bro.
It's weird. Like even just from coming from San Diego to LA, I've been here for 4 days now and I'm ready to go home.
Yeah, when you have a flight day, it's just the whole day is that. It's just such a fucking.
Yeah, you just know the whole day is gone to waste.
It's just gone.
I want to go to the Maldives. That's like
Yeah.
the one place I want to travel to where I will sit on a flight for however long. I think it's like fucking 24 hours.
Yeah, you should.
I don't
No.
want to go on a 24-hour flight,
I'm
bro.
forcing him to go places. Trust me.
Yeah, he's
Do a
he
little
loves
week-long
traveling.
New York trip before that. Get on the right side of the country and then go to the Maldives.
True to like
In
space
increments?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Cool. Hey, is that it? Episode 7.
wrap.
Amazing.
FaZe Banks, bro.
Thank you.
Give it up, man. Give it up.
Yes,
Dude,
sir.
you absolutely crushed
I
it.
love you
Thank
guys.
you, man.
So easy. It's with you. It's just we're talking.
Yeah.
We could
No, I
have had this
appreciate
conversation
that.
on the phone.
Dude, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe, drop a like. Let us know who you want to see as the next guest.
Listen, guys, continue to support this motherfucker. Nobody deserves it more, and I genuinely mean this. Not glazing you, but you are an amazing human being, and you've been more than consistent. You've dedicated your entire life to this platform and this FaZe Rug character and your fucking YouTube videos, and you put all of it into it. And he does everything that somebody should do. You guys made the right person famous.
Thank you, bro.
And continue to support him. Buy the candy, buy the merch. Tell him how much you love him. It means the world to him. It means more to him than it would mean to anybody else. And
It
just,
does.
Yeah, and just keep running it.
Thank
you guys
you
are
so
doing a great
much.
That was
job.
awesome.
Love
Hey,
you guys.
hey, until next episode. Peace out, guys.
Peace the fuck out.
FaZe up.